Well, trucking Bart, what I'm saying is it's 6 hours after skiing a whole day. I've certainly had my share of longer drives. It's not the length by itself. It's the length tacked on to the full day of skiing. This is a great song, and the message is great too. Yeah, you better be teasing trucking. Yeah. It's a great song. The message is great too. If you've never really sat down and listened to the lyrics and thought about it, you should. Think about what Bruce Hornsby is saying here. It's a really a great message in the song. Especially that last verse. But that last verse is it'll get you right in the feels. Um, in fact, everyone should listen to the last verse one more time. Unbelievable. I see, Crystal. Yeah, wild. That's a great verse. It really is. They pass along 64 to give those who ain't got a little more, but it only goes so far. As all they see it higher in time. Uh, uh, excuse me. It is a fantastic verse. So yeah. Mamba says, we still talking about these files? Well, I mean, they haven't released them, Mamba, so yes, the answer is yes. Guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, please hop in the box. Just looking for Trump supporters. If you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Let's have a chat. Trump supporters, hop in the box. Canuck, hi. You're not a Trump supporter, are you? No.
Oh, wow. No, I just actually had something I'd been wanting to ask you for a little while.
What's that, friend?
Um, what are your feelings on this situation with Alberta and the offer of, I believe it's $500 billion from a White House delegate?
What is it?
Uh, a private company that's advocating for Alberta to separate from Canada has been from, I believe it was Eric Trump they were speaking with in the last
Oh,
trip.
yeah. I
And
heard a little bit about this.
yeah, I was just kind of curious what your feeling was on that. If you don't know enough about it to
I
really say it right now, that's fine.
I don't know enough about it. I wish I could comment more about it. However, I would like to learn a little bit more about it, and then maybe be able to make some comment on it. So let me read up a little bit more about it. But I have heard a little bit
Yeah.
about it. But let me do that, okay, friend?
All right. Well, hey, I appreciate you. I love your lives. Nemo rocks too. I'll be tapping for the next little bit.
Absolutely, 100%. Thank you, friend, and I appreciate your country very much. Had a great time there the last couple of days. Okay,
Glad you enjoyed it, my friend.
thank you. Have a good one. Okay. W's for Canada. All the look at I guys feeling the love tonight. We had the Ethan raid, we had the Brian raid. Now we've got Doug and Erica coming in. Thank you guys so much. Very kind. I'm feeling the love coming back. All right. Nemo is not going to be in tonight. They are finishing up their move. We love Nemo. Wish him the best in his move. So he is not going to be in. Not going to be in this evening. So with that being the case, I'm going to take some. I'm going to take some callers on the call-in line since we don't have any guests coming in on the TikTok side. But Erica is here. Hello, friend. How are you?
I'm radiant. Thank you for asking. We just sent you a raid from Doug, so
I
you know
I just acknowledged and thanked it. I'm not sure if you heard. I said thank you to the Doug and Erica raid. Thank you very much.
it's. I like to call it a British invasion. The redcoats are coming. The redcoats are coming.
That's very
Um,
kind. That's very kind. Doug, thank you, Doug. Appreciate you very much, friend. Appreciate you guys. I can't even, like I said, I felt the love tonight. We had Ethan and Brian and Doug all send in the raid like within a couple of minutes, and you guys are very sweet. That is very very kind. Thank you all very much. So
Someone in the comments just asked me to talk about the grapist formerly known as Prince. Um, he's a wrong un. Put him in jail.
what else?
There we go.
What else are you gonna say
What
about that guy?
what do you
Really?
want me to
Like
say?
really? Right?
I've thought he was a wrong un for decades. Like this is not new that he's a wrong un.
I mean,
And what a lovely birthday for him. What a present Thames Valley Police have given him, haven't they?
just I gotta tell you that photo of him being released and in the back of the car being released, that is a terrible photo of him, and I hope that follows him for the rest of his life because he's like in the back of that squad car. He's like, is it? Have you seen that photo that I'm talking about? It's an awful photo.
I have not, but um the the Windsors are not famed for their good looks or their you know their ability to age well. So I just under the jail is fine. What I think is sad, what I think is really, really sad, is that he's more likely to see prison time for oh blimey, you all right? What happened there? You suddenly lit up like a
Yeah, no, I did
firework.
because I had to because I'm pulling up the photo for everyone to
The
see because
photo, okay.
and it's a white screen. All right, because I desperately need everyone to see this photo.
Yeah.
All right, here.
What I think is sad is if he is convicted. Oh no. How many chins?
I mean, oh, stupid pop-up ads.
Oh, I like yeah. What how many chins does one man need?
It
If listen, this is what I'm gonna say. If you have not watched the Panorama interview with Prince Andrew talking to him about his his affiliation with Jeffrey and asking him questions and him claiming and I have to because it's funny, it's just objectively funny, him claiming that he can't sweat because
right.
he got PTSD after the Falklands War. Um, like it's not funny, but it also
It's it's kind of
is
it's kind
funny.
of funny though, but like also it kind of is. So, um, there, yeah. You've got to hand it though. You've got to hand it to the Brits though. Like at least they're doing something. At least they're fucking doing something. Like
Yeah, like I said though, like I was trying to say is what is actually sad about this is the likelihood of him seeing any jail time because of SA or anything trafficking related or any of that is minimal
right,
because because the bar because it's been a period of time, and sadly, the bar is so high. Who is seen as a credible witness or even a credible victim for any crime involving rape or SA? It is shocking, quite frankly, and it reeks of misogyny.
Mm.
But I think this might be like an Al Capone situation. I said this on Doug's live earlier, where Al Capone was indicted for tax evasion, not all the other shit that he was doing. He and Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, it's highly likely it will be misconduct in public office, which is what they've arrested him for. But get him on whatever you can. I just think it's sad that those people probably won't see their day in court. And
Yeah.
that's what makes me sad.
Yeah. Agreed. I know exactly what you mean, but I guess it is what it is, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, and if
is
someone
where we're at.
I'm just gonna say it again. He's a wrong un. I will write this word in caps in the chat because it's a phrase that we Brits use often. It's all one word, wrong un. And that's what he is. He's blatantly a wrong un. Has been a wrong un for some time. He's dodgy. Okay, he's a dodgy wrong un. Oh, someone in the comments just said, I bet he's sweating now.
Heyo. Heyo.
Yeah.
Good.
I think you should all start calling people wrong-uns.
Oh, boy. Erica, tomorrow, are you excited?
Yes. I am partially excited. Is that an answer I can give? I'll tell you why I'm partially excited. I've got the dentist in the morning.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
I'm not excited about the dentist.
Okay, well, don't be excited about that. But then later on in the day,
we'll be doing our Friday thing where everyone comes in and says, Matt, you're on early.
What are you doing? Oh, and we're like, literally every week we do this. And it even says in my bio, both here and on the tube, every Friday around 1 o'clock, we get started and we do an afternoon show together. But everyone ignores that. So
there's just Matt. Why are you Matt on during the day? This is new. No, it's not.
It's really fucking not. It's been like months and months we've been doing this, like 6 months. But
probably about 6 months. Although Matt does go on holiday a lot, so
not that much. Jeez, I like Christmas, and then like I went in over the summer. That was just like, give me a break.
Well, this is the problem. You have too many breaks. I'm not giving you another one.
Says the school teacher.
I don't go anywhere on my breaks though.
But you get them.
Yeah, but I don't go anywhere. I'm too poor because I'm a school teacher.
That is the problem. That's the problem. Agreed. All right, I'm gonna try.
You can throw me out if you want to talk to people on the weird number.
Well, I'm gonna
because I should really go to bed.
Well, you should really go to bed, and I'm gonna have to because I have no guests otherwise. So I'm gonna have to do it on the phone line. So
wow,
unless this person who just popped into the box happens to be a Trump supporter, do you want to see if they're a Trump supporter? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, why not?
Never mind.
Oh, have they gone?
I'm just joshing. Never mind. So, all right. I'm gonna do the call in line. All right. But tomorrow, Erica and I, hopefully right around 1 o'clock Eastern time. Okay. So we will see you guys then.
Someone in the comments just invited me to go on vacation to the Philippines, which I've never considered going to the Philippines on vacation before. Maybe Matt invited me to go to Boston to watch some football.
Yes, but
But unfortunately, I've got to bring a mate. That sounds dodgy. That yeah.
yeah,
Come to the Philippines, bring a friend.
this is
Um,
this might not be the best. This might not be the best time for a visit, Erica. So
no,
well,
I'm not adding to your GDP. I'm sorry.
you shouldn't. But
But you can come and add to mine if you want.
well, you've absolutely convinced my daughter more than she already was. So don't worry, that's already a thing. So we're definitely already working on that. Okay.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Me and your daughter are bestest pals. Anyway,
Yes, sir.
throw me out because I'll
We
just keep talking.
No, you guys are besties, and I'm gonna leave her with you and go out with my girlfriend. Thanks. Okay, bye. Bye.
No, hang on.
Okay, thanks, Erica. Appreciate you agreeing to that. That was kind of you. Wonderful. Erica's so kind. Appreciate that. Oh, I thought we had somebody. Um, get an earful for that later. Guys, one more thing, real quick, before we start. I never do this. I never, ever do this. But I'm going to ask for your help with something. I am going, as most of you know, to join our friends in a month in New York City for the No Kings protest. I am going. And so, like, our friends Polly and Ari are going to be there, and yes, and RJ, and maybe even some other creator friends. I don't know who's going to be there. But to do that, it is going to require me to be to do a couple of things, and it's going to cost me a decent bit of money. Even though I don't have to fly, I've still got to, to train it down and hotel and do some different things with work. So I am going. I am asking. Again, this is not something I normally do with you guys. I'm trying to get a goal of $800. $800 because I would like to make it. That would cover everything. It's not going to be a terribly expensive trip. Just going to be there Friday, Saturday, come back on Sunday. The march is on Saturday. So that's what I'm asking for to cover the expenses for the trip. If we go over the expenses, if you guys donate more, what I would like to do is I would like to give anything else that we get to the Defending Our Neighbors Fund. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with the Defending Our Neighbors Fund, it is basically it's for immigrants, and it's basically to ensure that they have fair access to lawyers. They are vetted. The ACLU likes them. I mean, they are a great charity. So I am humbly asking you guys that if you wouldn't mind supporting this trip, we are going to get content for you guys. I'm hoping to do lives from the marches, to do all these different things. So anything you guys can do to help, and if you can't help, that's totally fine. Please don't feel any pressure to do it. But between now and then, I'm hoping that we can reach the goal. And anything over that, we are going to donate to the Defending Our Neighbors Fund, okay? Because they are a really worthwhile cause, and I really want to make sure that we do something good with anything that's left over, okay? So anyways, I genuinely appreciate you guys. You guys are always super supportive, and I know this is not something I normally do, but I appreciate it, okay? Thank you so much. And hey, we've already got some fine folks helping us out. Thank you so much to Ashley on the Green app for your $5 donation to the No Kings. And thank you to Reagan. Thank you, Reagan, so much for the $50. Thank you to both of you guys, and on the blue app, W's in the chat for Reagan, and for Ashley, that was so kind. And thank you to Secret Squirrel for the 25 on the blue app. I'm gonna have to start keeping track of this. You guys are being very kind. That's $80 right there off of our goal. I can't thank you guys enough. It's very kind of you. Thank you. All right, let's see if we can get started. We do have somebody here in the box, so let's have a chat and see what we got. User, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Hello, user. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Your stream is crashing. Yes, I did.
Sorry, you're breaking. I couldn't hear what you were saying there. You said.
Yes, I did.
You did. Okay, cool. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
21 in Missouri.
21 in Missouri. Okay.
What? You asked me what state did I vote in.
I understand. You're just mumbling and your audio is shit, so it's just really hard to understand you.
How, dude? I'm not mumbling.
You are mumbling, yeah.
Chilling.
You're not really good at enunciating your words.
Okay. I guess if you want to cope.
That's not coping. I'm just explaining that you're shit at talking. Do you want to try to speak like a human being, or do you want to mumble into your phone like this? Because that's what you sound like when you talk. So can you talk like a fucking human, or are you just gonna mumble like a fucking moron?
Are you saying people with?
Are you gonna claim that you've got some sort of a
problems?
speech problem or speech impediment? Because you don't. You just
You're
mumble.
a bigot.
No, I'm not. You just mumble, and you're a fucking moron.
You hate disabled people, don't you?
No, I don't. I just hate you.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Nah, I'm good. Fuck off. Couple more thank yous, real quick, because you guys are so kind. Thank you to our friend Ray. Thank you, Ray, for the 20 on the blue app. Thank you, Ray. That was super kind of you. W's in the chat for Ray. W in the chat for our friend Lauren on the green app with the 25. Thank you. It just says, fuck Donald Trump. Agreed, Lauren. Agreed. Thank you, Joan. Thank you, Joan, for the 10 on the green app. It says, New York for No King's Day. Thank you very much. That was super kind of you, Joan. Thank you. You guys are awesome. And can we get W's in the chat for Tammy? W's in the chat for Tammy on the blue app. That was very kind of you, Tammy. Unnecessary, but very, very kind. Thank you. You guys are making me feel the love. Tally Angel, thank you so much for the $100 on the green app. You guys are this is far too much. You guys, but thank you so much, and thank you to Deborah on the blue app with the 5. I need to count up how much, figure out where we're at here. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. That's 20, 25. 50. Okay, got it. Okay, cool. Holy cow. You guys are knocking this out way quicker than I thought. Wow. Okay. And then, so that's actually... Okay, you guys. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Let's open up those phone lines and we'll see if we can get anyone who wants to call in. Give me a moment here. We're going to open up the phones. There we go. All right, guys, if you're over on the tube and you'd like to call in and talk, the phone lines are open. Phone lines are open. Or if you are here on the Tiki Talks, we can take you over here. Let's see what we got here. User, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump? User, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump? All right, cool story. Okay, guys, once again, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Let's have a conversation. Or if you are over on the tube and you're over here, pop in and let's have a chat. You can use the phone number. User, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump? Okay. Let's see what we got here. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Hello?
Hi. Thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
34, Wisconsin.
34, Wisconsin. Okay. Would you like to discuss one of the subjects that I have on the screen above my head, or would you like to discuss something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
Oh, shit. I thought you were asking why people voted for Trump. I don't know. Last couple minutes I was watching, you were just talking about people that voted for Trump. I didn't know the specifics.
Oh, that's
specific parameters I didn't realize.
Yeah, I wasn't asking specifically why people voted for Donald Trump. I had some topics on the screen, but I mean, generally just talking more about currently what Donald Trump is doing. So.
Oh. Well, I mean, shit, I'm here if you got a question. I mean, I don't know, because I can't see the video while I'm on the phone.
No, it's okay. I understand that, but I'm saying I'm generally I'm really not talking with people about what they were voting for 2 years ago. I'm more talking about what people are, what they think of what he's currently doing. So maybe you'd like to talk about what you think about what he's currently doing.
What do you think about what he's currently doing? Because then I can know what the vein of thought is, you know.
I don't like what he's currently doing. What do you think about what he's currently doing?
It's a lot. It's a wide.
What's that?
It's a wide. He's doing so many things with it, and he's hitting it hard, you know. So it's like he's doing all the. I think he's really playing a big misdirection game on one front. I think it's pretty wild, you know.
You mean like he's like trying to misdirect from like all the pedophilia and the sex shit?
I wasn't thinking about that.
Okay.
I guess he's on there, huh? I don't know. I didn't see any of that, but I think they're all fucking guilty, huh? That's what it looks like, right?
No, I don't know if they're all guilty.
You don't think they're all?
I don't know if they're all guilty. I know that his name is mentioned more than anyone else's.
Oh. Well, maybe the whole thing will come crumbling down, but then the question is, how does that look, and is that preferential to what's going on now, you know?
Yeah, you're right. We should probably just protect a bunch of pedophiles and sexual abusers.
I didn't say that.
No. Okay. All right. Cool. I thought you were saying, is that preferential? And I would be like, absolutely not. Because yeah. Okay.
What would happen?
Ayo.
The whole country would collapse, or maybe not. I think this country ought to be like 10 different countries, you know?
Oh, okay. So you think the United States of America should cease to exist?
I think it should.
Huh. That's interesting.
The U.S. should become many different countries, because how long can Rome continue to expand and be Rome before it becomes, Spain, Italy? It's going to divulge into localities that start to identify with especially as it diversifies. I mean, people are going to have such a different experience of what Americanism is. I don't see this thing going on because all it had in common was white supremacy from sea to shining sea, you know, in terms of its construction, formally, you know. And so if that starts to splinter, you're just going to have a bunch of like factions of sad white Americans, you know, crumbling into despair, which is what Trump is a byproduct of. So,
I mean,
you know,
that's already what we've got anyways.
yeah,
Right.
so the natural progression is for the dollar to collapse. It ceases to be the coin franca. Some other more stable, expanding empire takes its place, or a digital currency, and then localities become have more of a say in the local level. Either that or getting conquered, or conquer Canada.
Or, you know, I mean, or, and hear me out here, we didn't have to do any of this. We could have just, like, not done any of that.
Well, we haven't done any of that yet.
Oh, no, we're like on the precipice of doing all those things because of Donald Trump, you know, the guy that you voted for.
Collapse, really. Like, it's more physics. I think it's just going to happen. What comes up, what comes down, because what's the alternative? That we're in the world's back pocket, essentially being a security force for NATO and for world powers, while our coin gets continually used and we become one of the only stable economies around the world, because everyone's forced to use our dollar. And then people wonder why are millions of people coming here? Well, because their dollar's not worth a fuck. That's
not why millions of people are coming here. Millions of people are coming here because we're screwing over Latin America, and we're fucking their economies.
And their fucking peso not being worth a fuck is part of that. Hold on,
the peso,
stupid motherfucker. Jesus Christ!
Whoa. Why the crash out, dude? Calm the fuck down. I didn't call you.
Man, what are you, 10 years old? Why did crash out?
Why are you calling me? Why are you calling me names? And why are you getting upset calling me names? I am just pointing out something to you.
No. You think their peso not being worth a fuck?
Number one, what's the peso worth? What's the peso worth to the dollar right now? Because you think that the peso isn't worth shit, and it is. You literally don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. When was the last time you were in Mexico, you moron? When was the last time you were in Mexico, you fucking idiot?
You got fired, baby.
Why the laugh? I was just there at the end of December. The peso is worth a lot more than you fucking think, you fucking idiot. So what you just said shows me that you don't know dick about the world economy, you fucking idiot.
What's it worth? All right, what's it worth?
What's it worth? Off the top of my head, let's see. It's probably about, I don't know, about, last time I checked, it was like 48 cents to the dollar.
Okay. And then what are the union structures in Mexico? What did the guy make a day in Mexico? Maybe
excuse me, you didn't even know what the peso was worth to the dollar.
Bro, I speak fluent Spanish.
Bro,
I grew up by the border.
I don't give a fuck what you do. You didn't even know that. So if you want to talk about world economies, you want to talk about the dollar, why aren't you talking about, excuse me, here's what I'm going to, bud, what I'm about to do is, if you don't stop and you don't quit crashing out like a little bitch, I'm going to mute you. What I need you to do is calm down, because what you're trying to do now is you're trying to get upset, and I'm trying to explain to you that what you want to do is what you want to talk about is actually the way that we, the United States, are affecting other Latin American economies by meddling in them. And if we didn't do those things, we wouldn't be collapsing their economies, and we wouldn't be forcing those people to come here, i.e. Venezuela.
Yeah, but why did we do that? Because we were decoupled from the international price. Weren't we the coin of oil up until June 2024 with the Saudis?
I'm talking about prior to that. I'm talking about the first Trump administration. You know, when the first Trump administration decided that they wanted the oil there, and so they started sanctioning the fuck out of Venezuela, and they collapsed their economy because Venezuela wouldn't play ball with them for the oil, and because we collapsed their economy, hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans came to America, and on the day before Donald Trump left office, he had to grant about 350,000 Venezuelans temporary protected status. Yeah, that's why why all these people are coming here, because we're fucking over their economies.
So you think we shouldn't fuck over their economies?
Gee, do you think that maybe if we as the United States help bolster these countries' economies in place, that maybe they wouldn't send their people here? Like, oh, I don't know. Maybe if we had a really good trade deal with Mexico and we helped them bolster their economy, and we helped them with security, and we worked with them hand in hand as partners instead of fucking fighting them and doing the shit that we're doing now, that we could probably be an amazing partner with Mexico, and we wouldn't have a bunch of the issues that we do now. Because you know what happened under the Biden administration and with Biden and Harris? They got 3 times as much money, and they got 2 times as many troops at the border committed from the Mexican government, and they didn't have to do bullshit like threatening them with 30% tariffs. They were just diplomatic with Mexico.
Yeah, I don't even know that much about all that.
I know you
But
don't
either
know
way.
that much about it, because if you did, you probably wouldn't be saying stupid shit like you were before.
You got me on the info front, baby. Can't argue with that. I don't really know that much about all that. I just thought Trump was he's just more of a little more, he had more of that gangster in him, kind of like that.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah. Whatever, we'll see what happens, bud.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I would hang up too if I were you, because goddamn, that was terrible. Not to mention the euro is worth more than the dollar, or the pound is worth more than the dollar. Like, what the fuck? Neely, thank you, Neely, for the 10 on the Blue app. Says, I spent all my money on mobile games trying to escape this dystopian nightmare. Doesn't matter. Neely, thank you so much. And thank you, Deborah, for the 5 on the Blue app. You guys are so kind. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. This is going to be a full-time job updating this number here tonight. There, we got someone else calling in. Who we got? Hi, thank you for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did, yes.
Okay. Can you tell me how old you are and what state you voted in, please?
PA, and I originally voted for him in 2016. I did not vote for him in the most recent election.
Oh, so you're not a current Trump voter?
I'm still registered Republican, but I didn't vote in the last election.
Okay, are you supportive of Donald Trump's policies?
Not completely, not totally, and this is where the gray issues come in, because everything has to be black and white with people these days.
I didn't say that everything has to be black and white, but I'm asking if you're a Trump supporter, because I'm mainly looking to talk to people who are supportive of his policies.
Like I said, I don't support everything, and I never implied that you said what I implied, but I'm pretty much half and half, a solid 60%, 70% on his side, but there are things I don't agree with him on. That's just life.
Okay. That's fine.
Would you? Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, no, I just wanted to call in.
Was there something above my head that you disagreed with that you wanted to talk about?
Well, I really don't care for his energy policies. If we don't focus on nuclear energy, we're not going to be able to sustain current infrastructure of the planet.
Oh, okay. Who did you vote for in this election?
No, I didn't vote. I didn't vote this election.
Why would you not vote for somebody?
Well, it's not really a candidate I liked, and not to mention I was working at the time, so I couldn't get out to the polls, even though I asked to. So I was like, whatever.
Hi, other Erica. Hi, friend. And your state doesn't have mail-in voting or early voting or any other option?
They didn't have at the time, no.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, friend. That was very kind of you. Okay. I mean, cool. I think it would be better if we had a president who didn't think that we should go back to using coal either. So we agree.
Yeah, honestly, unfortunately, coal is the most prevalent form of natural fuel, but it is so toxic. There's no way to fix it, you know?
There are plenty of ways to fix it, and other countries do it all the time, but he's just a fucking idiot. So,
Well, people poo-poo on nuclear energy all the time. Meanwhile, France is nearly entire nuclear, and they produce so much energy they sell to
again,
Germany.
you don't have to convince me. I've already said I agree with you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And once we get past like how scary the green glowy rocks are, you know, we can focus on thorium and like fission and fusion.
But again, my friend, I'm here to talk to Trump supporters who'd like to have a discussion. So if you don't disagree on any of the topics, I'm going to move on and talk to someone else. Okay? But I hope
No,
you have
hope you have a great.
No,
there are things.
hope you have a great evening. Okay? Take care. Anyways, want to say a couple of quick more thank yous. Again, you guys are I can't thank you enough. Thank you to Raul on the Blue app. Says, I'll always support a No Kins protest. Defending our neighbors fund is a great way to support immigrant families from facing this cruel immigration system. Thank you, Matt. I really do appreciate you. Thank you, Raul. Thank you for the 20 on the Blue app. That is very kind of you. Thank you. And thank you for your note. Thank you, Sherry, for the 25 on the Blue app. Says, thank you for all you do. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. And then thank you to Tara. Thank you. Says, for the New York Fund. So right there, we've got another $65, bringing us down. We are halfway. We're halfway to our goal, you guys. And geez, we're not even an hour into the stream. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump and you'd like to call in, please feel free to do so on the stream. Please feel free, call in on the stream. Or you can request up here on the call-in line. Let's see here. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
What age did when I voted?
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
Texas, 22.
Cool. Thank you. Would you like to have a discussion about one of the subjects I have above my head here, or just something else that Donald Trump is currently doing, and anything that he's been doing since he got into office?
The one I wanted to hear most about was the ICE being the, what did you say, domestic terrorist group?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Why?
Why?
Yes.
Because they act in a manner that is consistent with domestic terrorism.
So, by your definition, you're saying they are in what manner are they doing things that is domestic terrorism?
Well, do you know the definition of terrorism?
Yeah, it's an act against I guess you would say, a group of people or a nation, right?
Well, no, not quite. There's a little bit more to it than that. So the definition of the word is the unlawful use of violence and intimidation, especially against civilians, with the pursuit of political aims. So you kind of have a few different boxes that you need to check for something to be terrorism, right? So it needs to be unlawful use of violence and intimidation against civilians and in the pursuit of some sort of political goal. So those things, if you put them together, that would be what we would call terrorism. And ICE is meeting all of those things.
And you would find this crazy. I'm looking at Google at the definition, and AI Overview literally says that domestic terrorists are people, for example, attacking ICE.
I don't care what the Google AI Overview says. Number one, I don't use AI Overview for things because AI Overview is often wrong. I'm not here to argue with AI. And number two, I just gave you the Oxford Dictionary definition of terrorism, and I can explain to you why they meet that definition. So I don't really care what Google AI has to say.
No, I was literally just telling you just for the heck of it. I'm not saying I agree with it. But if you're saying that that's a domestic terrorist organization, are you saying the entirety of it and every member in it? Or are you saying some of the people in it?
I'm saying the organization itself is acting in a manner consistent with domestic terrorism, even if every single member doesn't commit a specific act of terror. It doesn't mean that they're not a terrorist group.
Like, would you say cops could be considered domestic terrorists, like during the protest?
No, because they're not. Because the police as a whole are not acting to move towards a political aim. You have to be moving towards a political aim. See, that last part is very important.
So if it's a political aim, would you say the National Guard currently is a domestic terrorist group, or the DHS?
Nope. DHS, you could make... Hold on. DHS as a whole, no. ICE, yes. ICE, in and of itself, its sole purpose and the way that it operates falls into that category. I can explain if you'd like. You seem to be wanting to try to put other things in the category or equate it to other things. I'm just saying that them by themselves fall into the category.
Yeah, go ahead and please elaborate.
So they're unlawful. So that they've been found by federal judges to have committed unlawful acts. I mean, obviously they've murdered 2 people in the streets, and there's that. But aside from the glaringly obvious, just in January alone, a federal judge found that ICE had violated the law 94 different times, citing in his decision that's more than some federal agencies violate in their entire lifetimes. And that was just in January in Minnesota from a federal judge. So that's you got your unlawful part right there. I just pointed out the violence part to you as a perfect example of the violence. For example, during Barack Obama's 8 years as president, 56 people unalived in ICE custody or due to an ICE incident. Do you know how many people have unalived in 1 year under Donald Trump and his administration, just 1 year alone? The answer is 37. So you had 8 years of Barack Obama, and that number was 56, and you have 1 year under Donald Trump, and that number is 37.
37 people killed by ICE?
Yeah, unalived in ICE custody or due to incidents related to them.
So, you're not talking about, somebody that died of, complications. Actually, someone got gunned down or stabbed or...
Either in their custody or something related to that. It could be in any capacity died in their custody, which that statistic would then also hold true for the Obama administration. So just in any capacity. But the point being that that's a shockingly high increase. When you look at Obama's numbers for 8 years is 56 and 1 year 37 under the Trump administration. That's insane. The amount of violence that is increased in 1 year is insane. Also, we have individual ICE agents have been cited for violence, have been arrested for violence. You had an ICE off-duty ICE officer who shot somebody. I mean, it's absolutely insane the things that are happening right now. So we can show that ICE is doing unlawful things. They're being violent. They're intimidating people. And we know that it's all being done with an express political aim because the President of the United States and the Deputy Chief of Staff and the Secretary of Homeland Security, they all keep saying the same thing. That we know why it is, because they want mass deportation, which is their political aim.
Okay, so I get what you're getting at, but so are you against the concept of finding people that have committed crimes that are here undocumented and sending them to their country. You're against it or no?
I'm sorry. I don't know why that question would be related to everything I just explained to you. Do you not understand what I just explained, or?
No, sir, I understand exactly what you're saying, but I'm trying to see if you're against that simple stuff. Because
What
if you're
simple
against
stuff?
the
I'm very confused. You're now pivoting away from what I just explained to you, that what ICE is doing is extrajudicial. We're not even talking about basic like law following stuff. They're being unlawful. They're not following the law, and they're being violent in the pursuit of political aims. So do you want to address that part first?
So I don't see where you're saying the whole organization is not following the law. Yes, there's people that are doing horrendous things, absolutely.
Awesome. So in May, when there was a memo that went out to the entire organization that said, hey, FYI, we don't need to use judicial warrants anymore. You know, the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution that says you have to have a warrant to enter somebody's home. Where they basically were like, hey, we don't have to do that shit anymore. You can just use administrative warrants to break down people's doors. That was a memo that went out in May of this past year, of 2025. Yeah. So that is a directive across the entirety of ICE saying break the law. Right?
Yeah,
and when the vice president of the United, and then when the vice president of the United States and the deputy chief of staff of the United States go on national television after American citizens get murdered and look right into the camera and go, you have absolute immunity to do what you need to do, even though they don't really have absolute immunity to do what they need to do. That's not true, but literally giving them the directive, hey, we've got your back. Go out and crack some skulls because we're behind you, even though that's not legal for them to do or to say. That's literally telling the entirety of ICE, go commit violence, and we'll protect you.
I can see what you're coming from. That's not okay from the words you're saying. I understand.
Well, that's not the word. Again, that's not the words I'm saying. It's the words that they're saying.
Okay, but my opinion on it, from what I'm getting and from what you're saying, is yes, things are being committed. You see systematic issues, but they do have a right to go and to remove unlawful people that are not in the country.
At what point did I ever say, dude, at what point did I ever say that we're not allowed to remove people?
You never did.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. And I made the specific point of saying you're not engaging with the main point here. We're not even having a discussion about the legality of removing people. We're not having a discussion about immigration. We are literally just having a discussion about a group of masked people committing violence on American citizens and terrorizing the public.
Is there a quote out there that says directly, despite the laws and everything, we don't care, we are going to go and kill as many people as we can?
What? What are you talking about?
I think you're hard to hear, dude. I'm trying to work with you. You're not listening.
No, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you just meant when you said that quote. Like, what quote do you want me to pull up for you?
I'm trying to see if there's proof that this entire organization's whole sole purpose is to harm and hurt people.
Yes, dude. Yes, absolutely. I have Kristi Noem on a voice recording saying we're gonna go kill everybody. Dude, no. Obviously, she hasn't said that. She didn't say that on a fucking verified voice recording. That's not what they do. That's not how they do it. But obviously, things have changed. If you can't see that based on the amount of violence that has been perpetrated, if you can't see that based on the unlawful way that they are operating, if you can't see that based on the fact that they're all wearing masks now and they never did in the past 23 years that they've been in existence, all of these different things. Oh, and by the way, they cut the training time down from 6 months to 47 days, and they basically said, hey, you get absolute immunity as ICE officers, even though you don't get absolute immunity. As I said, that's literally not true. That's unlawful. You don't get absolute immunity.
Yeah.
And they're saying, fuck the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution of the United States. You can use an administrative warrant to enter someone's home. Do you know what an administrative warrant is versus a judicial warrant?
Could you explain to me?
Sure. A judicial warrant is when you go to a judge and you say, Judge, I have evidence that this person did XYZ, or this person shouldn't be in the country and we need to go capture them, or there is evidence that we have to go get and we need to search their home, or whatever it may be. And the judge looks at the evidence and goes, yes, you are allowed to go inside this person's house, because the judge is a neutral third party, which is important. Law enforcement with an administrative warrant literally just goes, we're law enforcement. We want to go inside this person's house. Boop, boop, boo. And they sign their own name to it. They don't go to a judge. It's not even really a warrant, because there's no neutral third party looking over it and going, this is okay. ICE just decided in May, after 20 some odd years of having the exact same policy, which is we follow the Fourth Amendment, and we bring this to somebody who knows and understands Fourth Amendment law, to we know what we should do. Fuck the law. Fuck the courts. We're not going to go to a judge anymore to get a warrant. Oh, and by the way, we didn't run that by any other judge. We didn't run that by the Supreme Court. We just decided on our own.
Yeah, because I'm seeing right here that it says you don't need a judicial warrant to remove non-citizens.
To remove non-citizens, sure. To enter someone's home, absolutely, 100%. If you need to go into somebody's house, absent exigent circumstances, there are certain exigent circumstances where you could enter someone's home without a warrant, but that applies to everybody. Like, for example, if someone is fleeing from the police actively and they run inside someone's house, yes, the police can follow them. If there's an emergency happening inside of the house, yes, law enforcement can enter the house, right? There's also another circumstance where if law enforcement believes that evidence is being actively destroyed inside of a house, they can go inside, but then they have to prove after the fact that evidence was being destroyed, which can oftentimes be very difficult to prove. So that's a bit more of a difficult exigent circumstance. But absent basically like those exigent circumstances, no, they cannot. They can use it to arrest
like
them,
but national emergency.
What's that?
Like a national emergency. Like you said, emergencies. You meant emergency as in like health, or emergency as in like an immediate threat, or
an emergency is in like health or fire or something to that effect.
Because I do know, I think all of this is declared a national emergency. I don't know if
that has nothing to do with this.
Process.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with this.
So from what I'm hearing you say, like, you could definitely say that there's incompetence. I actually agree with that. But to say that
no, this isn't. I'm sorry, friend. This isn't incompetence. They sent out a memo to directly contradict policy for the last 23 years. And what I have up on the screen right now.
Well, I can't see. I'm on the phone.
I understand. And I'm gonna. This is for everyone else who can see it. And I'm going to encourage you to look this up. This is the Fugitive Operations Handbook that ICE trains people with. It was signed by Tom Homan himself. This is page 18, section F, consent. This is their own policy. and I'm going to read it for you and for everyone. Neither a warrant for arrest of alien, I-200, nor a warrant of removal, I-205, authorizes officers to enter a target's residence or anywhere else where the target has a reasonable expectation of privacy. A government intrusion into an area where a person has a reasonable expectation of privacy for the purpose of gathering information will trigger Fourth Amendment protections, including a physical intrusion into a constitutionally protected area. And in parentheses it says, people, houses, papers, effects, and curtilage, under U.S. Supreme Court's landmark decision U.S. v. Jones, for the purpose of gathering information. Therefore, without a criminal warrant, officers must obtain voluntary consent before entering a residence or area where there is reasonable expectation of privacy. And then underlined, it says, consent may never be coerced. So when you say incompetence, I say absolutely not, because that has been in their training materials for over 20 years, which means everybody there knew that entering a house on one of those warrants, an I-200 or an I-205, was against the Fourth Amendment. That's deliberate.
I gotta look into that because I heard about that. But and play ball with me for a second. Don't get so offended. I'm actually curious.
Okay.
So how does this all qualify then to be domestic terrorists? If you're saying they're doing all this, because when I think domestic terrorists, I think like a group of people in a mall, like purposefully for government purpose, gunning citizens and black people or white people, or like attacking a race on purpose or something like that.
I understand that's what you think about, and I get that. But the definition of the word, it's not just it doesn't just what it's not just what you're thinking of. The definition of the word is unlawful use of violence against civilians for political aims. That's it. It and ICE fits that. Violence and intimidation together. I should point that out. So, yeah.
And this could be a government entity. It doesn't have to be like a anti. Because I looked it up and said a lot of stuff about anti-government.
It can be anti-government, but also it can be part of the government. Like, for example, have you ever heard of Hamas?
Yeah.
Are they a terrorist group?
I see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying. I see what angle you're taking it from. I just don't feel like the idea and concept of ICE is something that I would just quickly say is evil. Like if you had the right president, they're executive.
I didn't say
they're an enforcement.
I didn't say that the concept of ICE is inherently evil. I didn't say that. You're taking it to a different level that I didn't. I don't think that having immigration enforcement by itself in a vacuum is bad. I have no problem with that. Your feelings, my feelings, like our feelings about things are really kind of like immaterial. Let's push our feelings to the side, right? The law is the law. And if people need to be deported because they've committed a crime or otherwise, so be it. The law is the law. It's the way that it is. That's fine. Again, no problem with that. But we're talking about now a government organization that is working extrajudiciously. They're working outside of the law. And they're doing so at the peril of United States citizens. They're hurting United States citizens. They're putting us in danger. They're wearing masks. They're violating the Constitution of the United States. They are acting like a secret police force. They are whisking people away to God knows where. And it's not the way that we operate in the United States of America. We don't have secret police forces where people wear masks and don't identify themselves. Have you had any interactions with the police ever? Have you been arrested or pulled over or anything like that?
I've had interactions with the cops, yeah, but never like in trouble.
Okay. Well, just so you know, if you do, you can ask, you can say, can I have your badge number? Can I have your name? And you'll always be able to see their face because that's how we operate. And also, more often than not, nowadays, they'll always have body cams on. So, and all of these incidents are recorded. ICE has body cams for most of its agents, and oddly enough, they're not being used, or they're being conveniently turned off. And boy, it's really convenient that there's all these brand new agents. They said ICE put out DHS put out a press release not too long ago. They said that they had put 12,000 new ICE agents out into the field. All these brand new ICE agents. No one's wearing body cams. No one's following the rules. They're telling them to not go with the Fourth Amendment. And then you've got the Vice President of the United States, after violence is committed against United States citizens, instead of reining it back in, instead of going on national television and going, listen, this isn't acceptable. We have to make sure that American citizens are safe, and we have to make sure that these people are doing their jobs in a respectable manner or anything like that. He goes, you have absolute immunity to go and do your jobs. And they don't, and that's just literally egging them on to be more violent. That's the problem. The problem is not simple immigration enforcement. The problem is all the things I just said.
Well, you gave me some things to think about, I will say, because I know you haven't said it. I'm just speaking out loud. Like, I'm not against the concept. I think that there has been harshness. I think that there's been incompetence. You shouldn't have training that's cut that low. I'm not a fan of that, so I will say that. I did vote for it, but I never intended for it to get to a step of being so harsh and violent. I do agree with you on that.
I mean, okay. I am glad that you can at least recognize that you don't want it to be, that violent. That's good. So, that's a step. It's a step in the right direction. But the one thing that I would tell you, my friend, is we have these ideas in our head, right? Especially when we say words like terrorism or different things like that. We think it's. Look, I'm Lebanese, okay? So I'll say it. It's some guy that looks like me, okay, with a bigger, thicker beard, walking into a place and blowing himself up and unaliving some people or doing something like that. Like, I understand. That's what you get, that image in your head, okay? I get it. Because that's what everyone thinks about when they think of, but terrorism takes a lot of different forms, and we also need to realize that, especially in America, domestic terrorism takes a lot of different forms. We have a lot of domestic terrorist groups here in America that are very white and very Christian and very much like doing shit like what ICE is doing. And I don't think that it is a coincidence that activity from groups like the Proud Boys and the Boogaloo Boys has dipped since Donald Trump took office. And recruitment in ICE has gone way up. I don't think that those...
Joining them.
Yeah. if you're one of those guys and you want to go crack some skulls and you want to use your pew-pew and get a nice bonus from the government to do it, why wouldn't you? I mean, it all stands to reason.
Yeah.
You know?
But I hear Tom Homan talk. It doesn't sound like he's like some bloodthirsty guy. Like, he is saying that we've done a lot of things that are wrong, and you got to have your body cams. We're supposed to do targeted operations.
You're not wrong about Tom Homan, and I did hear him say all those things recently. He said all of those things recently after Greg Bovino said a bunch of crazy things to the opposite end of the spectrum, who is one of the heads of ICE, and Kristi Noem said a bunch of crazy things, and there was so much public backlash that they had to walk it back after Alex Preddy was unalived. So, yes, Tom Homan did say some of those things, but it's after a year and after he's literally been pushed up against a wall and they have no choice at this point because it looks so bad. Greg Bovino, who is the short guy wearing the trench coat that is very reminiscent of a German M40 coat, more than I think anyone would like to admit, but it's
I saw the pictures on that guy.
Listen, that is not a coincidence. Nobody else wears in our government. People don't wear. That's not standard issue, dude. That's like, what the fuck? Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But guy, dude, that's not
okay. But there is some. I heard some cases. I'm not a fan of the mask or stopping people and just asking them on the street, but you do see that it's not that black and white. Like, there's people that are like doxing ICE.
No, they're not.
Putting their names.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not.
They've already confirmed it,
dude. If they are, it's not illegal. If you work for ICE, you are a public federal agent. If you work for the police force, are you public? Are you a public-facing officer of the law?
So it's legal to just be like, well, this is this and that, their address, their living place.
This
is where they
hold
are.
on. You live in. You say you lived in Texas? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let's just pretend. I don't know where you live. Let's pretend you live in Dallas. I'm just throwing a city in Texas. Okay. You live in Dallas. Do you think that it's illegal to say, this is John Smith, he works for the Dallas Police Department? Is that illegal?
I mean, no, but I'm asking, is it illegal to put his address and tell people this is where he is?
Who is putting out people's addresses and publicly doxing ICE agents in that way? Or are people just finding that information and saying, these are people in my community that I don't like because they don't like what ICE officers are doing, and that's the consequence of going to work for an organization that is doing terrible, shitty things?
Yeah, it's still not. I don't think that that's ethical anyways. Even if you're saying legal, like, okay, I don't like this dude. He's nice. Here's where he lives. This is his home.
I'm not saying it's okay to say. I'm not saying that it's okay to say where someone lives, but simply saying that someone is an ICE agent is not illegal.
I don't think so.
And if they're in a public job, it's not illegal.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. I'm just, I do think that they had a very bad problem, and this solution's not the very greatest. I do agree with that. I just can't conceptualize that we should just be so blatant and say these are all like a terrorist organization. If you want to be mad at Trump or the executive branch, that's perfectly fine. But if I'm not mistaken, ICE wasn't doing this stuff a few years ago.
ICE wasn't doing this stuff a few years ago. So it's almost like their entire directive as an organization has changed. Which
No,
would
I agree. Yeah.
okay, so if we can agree that their directive as an organization has changed, okay, then we can agree that they've moved off into a different direction. That's literally the point of the prompt. They're not just immigrations and customs enforcement anymore. They're Donald Trump's like secret police force.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Now, do you think this is like, because this is going to sound horrible, I hope I don't get struck dead. Two people, that's unfortunate that they died, but with the amount of people that are being handled statistically, if they were as bad as you're saying, I thought there would have been a lot more deaths. Like Alex Preddy, I felt like was genuinely like their fault. I was not so much on Renee Good because she was driving the car into people, kind of, but
No, she wasn't.
you see the car driving.
She 100%
it's not
wasn't, and she 100% wasn't. And aside from the fact that they were not even supposed to be on that street. They were not allowed to be stopping her in the manner that they were because they were not on an active mission, so they weren't even allowed to do that. And then even thirdly add into the fact that Jonathan Ross, the guy that shot her, broke policy by walking both behind and in front of her vehicle, even though DHS policy, CBP policy, and ICE training all dictate you do not walk in front of or behind a subject vehicle in that manner when it is turned on and someone is behind the wheel. Period. The end. Also, if you have any opportunity to move out of the way of a vehicle that is coming at you, you do so, and you are not allowed to use deadly force in that way. He was wrong at every single turn. Lastly, and most importantly, even if she was 100% in the wrong by having her vehicle there, she wasn't obstructing anybody because every single car could move around her easily, including Jonathan Ross, the ICE agent, who literally drove around her to get out of the car on the other side of her vehicle. So, no, 100% that was ICE's fault.
Didn't they have an issue with her earlier, though?
Nope. And even if they did, it does not matter and would not factor in at all to what happened there. ICE did not have a jurisdiction to do what they did, period, the end. Even if they had an quote-unquote issue with her earlier, which they didn't, they wouldn't have any jurisdiction to do anything to her at that moment in time.
So I got one last question. If you were like, all right, they put you in charge of the president, what do you do to fix all this?
You mean if I was the president?
Yeah, and you're dealing with this right now. Like, how do you fix all of this? Like, do you try to abolish ICE? Do you reform it? What do you do to it? Put all those people in treason charges or jail? What do you do to it?
I don't know. Probably some combination of all of the above. I think that ICE is tainted. The entire organization now is tainted by what has happened and what the Trump administration has done to it. Whereas previously, they could have just continued to operate in the way that they were. You can see pictures of them operating like during the Obama administration, the Biden administration. They're just plainclothes guys, and they go in and they execute raids, and they go in and they get out. They're not 3,000 agents in a city for weeks at a time, knocking down American citizens' doors without consent, or shooting people in the head, or doing any of these things. They're not doing any of that shit. But now, they're as an organization, I don't think they can continue. I don't think that they can go on, so probably reform is out of the question at this point. I don't know. But like I mean, that's start there. But to earn back the trust of the American people at this point in time, I don't know, man. It's bad. It's really, really, really bad. people are not going to trust for a long time.
I will say that this is my first time being on your show. I actually see a lot of stuff that I can understand and I can agree with some things. So I'm going to swirl it around my head for a second. So I appreciate you having me.
I appreciate it, man. I hope you have a good rest of your evening, okay? All right. We're going to keep moving. Before we reopen the phone lines, we're going to say a couple more thank yous. Because you guys are being awesome. Thank you, Keena. Says, missed you when you were gone. No kings in the U.S. Thank you for the 10 on the Green app. Thank you, Keena. That was very kind of you. You're wonderful. Thank you to Kelly. Oh, sorry, from Kasha. Thank you, Kasha. Thank you, friend. One of our awesome mods. Oh, you're too kind. Says, thank you for representing No Kings. 10, another 10 on the Blue app. That puts us past our halfway mark. You guys are awesome. At this rate, we're going to bust through the goal and have some extra that we can donate to the Defending Our Neighbors Fund. Speaking of that last guest, and I really hope that we do. I would love to have some extra. And thank you to Myra. Thank you, Myra, for another 10 on the Green app for the NYC No Kings goal. Thank you, guys. I'm feeling love being back tonight. You guys are amazing. All righty. Ribbons and Bo said, if you ain't tapping, you slacking. That's right. Absolutely. All right, let's see what else we got here. I'm going to reopen the phone lines. If you are over on the tube and you'd like to call in, now's your chance. All right, let's see what we got here. Thank you for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I sure did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
55, California.
Okay. Would you like to discuss one of the subjects I have on the screen above me or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
I don't have you up on screen right now. I'm in my car. Could you list them off for me real quick?
Sure. The ones I have up on the screen is ICE is a domestic terrorist group. MAGA isn't Christian. Attacking Iran is not America first. I also have Jeff E. up on the screen. Or we can talk about anything else that Donald Trump is doing in this current administration. Any of those things are on the table. It's up to you to decide.
Okay. Well, one of the things that I really wanted to talk about, I'm an African American guy who voted for Trump, and I get a lot of crap for that. And I really didn't get politically involved until about maybe 6 or 7 years ago. What I really want to talk about is, are you interested at all in what changed my mind about Donald Trump?
No, not really. I would just prefer to talk about current events.
Okay. Well, current events is, you say ICE is a domestic terrorist group.
Yep.
And, one of the caller before, I think I caught the tail end of that, and you said that he asked if not ICE, what then? And you said you didn't know. That's
not entirely true. I mean, you missed our entire discussion then about that particular subject. And what I said was that I wasn't 100% sure exactly how I would replace them, because he asked me if I was president, what would I do right now? And I said, I'm not sure how I would replace them. I said, but I do think that ICE is tainted and there's no coming back from what they've done. And so, you probably would have to get rid of them. You'd probably have to abolish ICE in a whole. However, I said I do believe that we need immigration enforcement. I never said that we don't need that. But ICE as an organization is unfortunately, I don't know if there's any coming back from what this administration has done to it. So that was my point.
Well, I've been around for a while, and I did see how Obama did it. And do you notice any difference between how Obama did it and the way that Trump is doing it now? Do you notice any difference in?
Yes. Yeah, there's a great big difference between the way that they operated.
Okay, is one of the differences cooperation?
No, one of the differences is that ICE isn't acting in a violent and unconstitutional manner.
So Obama got no cooperation the same way Trump is getting no cooperation from the
Did
state?
sanctuary cities exist during the Obama administration?
Not to the magnitude of now. That's why I'm saying
that's
it's
actually
a
untrue.
heightened
The same
situation at this
that's
point.
what you just said is untrue. The same sanctuary cities
What?
existed during the Obama administration as they exist now.
Calling them sanctuary cities, yeah, they didn't exist at the extent that they do now.
They basically did exist at the extent that they do now, almost exactly the same.
But that strays away from the point. Obama got cooperation from states.
No, he didn't. I live in,
Okay.
for example, I live in a state where that wasn't happening. I live in Massachusetts. We've never cooperated with ICE. Period. The end.
So did Obama get the resistance that Trump is getting?
No, he didn't get quite the same resistance. I mean, he got some of the resistance. People protested against him. Other Democratic lawmakers were mad at him for what he did. Faith leaders got together and protested him and were arrested for it. But
news agencies didn't
I
quite
guess
do the
you're not going to let me.
Smith-Mundt
I guess
Act.
you're not going to let me finish my sentence. Okay, cool.
Well, I just wanted to kind of let you
You just
know
wanted
that
to interrupt
the
me
news
instead of
agency-
letting me finish my sentence. Cool.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. That was really kind of you on my own show. But it's different because what Donald Trump is doing, and the reason why he's getting so much resistance, is because of the way that ICE is operating. So it's not an apples-to-apples comparison. The violence and the lawlessness in which ICE is operating, and the threat immediately of mass deportations in the way that Donald Trump wanted to execute them, is completely different than the way that Barack Obama operated during his 8 years versus what we've seen in 1 year from Donald Trump. For example, how many people died in ICE, either in ICE custody or in ICE-related incidents in all 8 years under Barack Obama?
I believe that I heard a number of 56.
Right.
That could
So
be wrong.
you were listening earlier than when I said this.
No, I just know that number.
Okay,
I
great.
just know that
Okay.
number.
And how many people? Okay, and in the last year, because Donald Trump has been president for 1 year now, how many people has it been in 1 year under Donald Trump?
In ICE custody?
Either in ICE custody or related to ICE.
Don't give me a number.
37.
Okay.
So
And
8
and
years.
how many of the how many?
So 8
well,
years.
You got to break it down.
So
You gotta
8
break it
years.
down
No,
for
I
me.
don't need to break it down because they're exactly the same statistic.
Well,
so
it's
in 8
important.
years under Obama, it was 56, and in 1 year under Donald Trump, it's 37. I think that maybe ICE under Donald Trump is just a tad bit more violent.
How many ICE agents were shot under Obama?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. We could find out. Why does that matter?
Fine. Well, I'm trying to make a distinction.
And how
between
many
the
were shot under
resistance-
Donald Trump in the last year?
How many were shot? I believe 2 were shot in Washington. Those are two.
No,
those are,
that's wrong. Those were National Guard.
those
Wrong.
were National
Wrong. Those were
Guardsmen.
National
Yeah,
Guard.
those were
Nope.
National Guardsmen.
Wrong. Yep. Nope.
Yeah, those were National Guardsmen.
Yep.
But at the ICE facility in Texas, when they opened fire on them. How many times that happened under Obama?
I don't know how many times under Donald. How many times
No.
under Barack Obama were there 3,000 ICE agents terrorizing a city and breaking down the doors of American citizens without warrants?
Well, how many
Okay,
riots
no,
happened?
I asked you a question.
Well, I asked you questions too, and you
said,
come back with what about
and I said, no, what I said was, I don't know because it didn't happen under Obama. And then I said to you, how many times under Obama, and now I'll expect an answer from you, how many times under Obama were there thousands of ICE agents in a city?
I see
cool.
What this is.
So now
you're
what
not,
you see,
you're
so
not,
now
you're
you
not
see,
willing,
you're not
willing to admit.
No, I just said to you, I just said it didn't happen, and now you're, hey bud, here's the deal. I'm going to try to help you out because this looks really bad for you because you're being super disingenuous. Hey bud.
You can't help.
Okay, I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk for a
Just
second and hang yourself here. Just talk for a second. Great. Because you won't let me talk, so I'll let you talk.
I didn't really want to talk about this. I wanted to talk about something that
I know you wanted
really
to talk about
me.
something else because you're going to get completely, absolutely wrecked on this issue.
No,
because
it's
what
not
you're doing
that.
is you're being completely fucking disingenuous. Because what you want to say is, well, that didn't happen under Obama, but it's happening under Trump. But what you won't admit is that there are thousands more. But what you won't admit is that there are thousands more ICE agents on the street doing way more violence and way more worse things, and you won't admit that that's the reason that things are worse right now is because they're acting worse, and you won't give that any credence, and you won't say, hey, that might be the reason why things are worse. You just want to go, oh, it's a one-to-one comparison. Things are exactly the same because I know what I'm talking about.
Things are worse because your President Biden let the borders wide open. So it's a much worse situation.
Oh, right.
You would admit
tell me how many people.
You admit it, though, right?
Tell me how many people came in under Biden. Tell me.
Oh,
yeah, because you don't know the number. Because what's the number? What's the number? What's the number? What's the no? He didn't.
Do you admit that?
Nope.
Do you admit Joe Biden
Hey, bud,
opened the border?
would you stop yelling and tell me?
Disingenuous.
Not disingenuous. Here, bud.
Unhinged.
Hey, bud. Great. Awesome.
Now,
fantastic. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop you right there and say, if he opened the border, tell me which policies did he enact and which laws did he pass that opened the border. Go.
I believe it was Article 42. He trashed it.
Did he? Really? Do you want to make a bet on that?
No, I don't want to make a bet on that.
No, why don't you? Wait a second. You said, I believe. Wait a second. Hold on. Nope. Stop. Nope. Stop.
Really important.
Hey, bud.
No. Stop. Really important.
Nope. No. Here's what we're going to talk about since you brought this up.
I want to ask
Number
you
one.
A question.
No, you're
Can
not.
I ask you a question?
Nope. It's my turn now because you just talked. Now it's my turn. So you just brought up Title
I just want
42.
to ask you a question.
I know you do. Now it's my turn. So shut the fuck up. So Title 42, which is what you just brought up, not Article 42, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking. I'm going to mute you now. Okay, cool. Now you're muted and no one can hear you talk. So now it's my turn. So what you brought up was Article 42, and you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. It's Title 42, okay? Title 42 is what you were trying to bring up so fucking stupidly because you're a fucking moron. And Title 42 is a public health emergency that was able to be enacted because of C-19. And guess who wanted to keep Title 42 in place? Oh, that's right. Joe Biden tried to keep it in place, but guess who actually overturned it? Guess who overturned it? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to unmute you now, and I'm going to let you answer the question and say who overturned it and make you look like a total fucking idiot in front of over 1,000 people. Who overturned it? Who overturned it? Say the answer. Say the answer. Under the Biden administration, who overturned Title 42?
I guess it wouldn't be Trump, would it?
It was under the Biden administration. Who overturned it?
Who overturned Article 42?
It's not Article 42, you moron. It's Title 42.
That's Title. I'm sorry. Okay.
Jesus Christ, you don't even know the fucking name of the thing that you brought up. Holy shit. 42. This guy doesn't even fucking know what he's talking about.
Who turned it? Who overturned it?
The Supreme Court, you idiot. Biden tried to keep Title 42.
Did he?
Yup.
I gotta look that one up.
I guess you do because you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
I gotta look that up.
I guess you do.
You're
And by the
educating
way,
me.
and by the way,
You're
and
educating
by
me.
the way, and by the way, ha ha ha, and by the way, is the Supreme Court a conservative majority?
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, it is. I
Saving
guess
the
you're
country.
I guess you're just
and
a fucking
they're saving
idiot.
the country. And they're saving the country.
Even though you literally just got upset about Title 42
You-
being
hey,
overturned,
hey, let me-
and it was
let
the
me-
conservative
let me
Supreme
guess.
Court.
Let me guess. You're for mass amnesty, right?
Excuse me? Did you just pivot away? Did you just pivot away from the fact that you hold on? I just want to double check something.
I'm a complete idiot when it comes to that.
What's
I'm
that?
a complete idiot when it comes to that. But are you for mass amnesty?
Are you for mass amnesty?
Oh. See, now we're
Are
getting
you?
to it.
Now hold on.
Now
I
we're
got a
getting to
question for you. I
Now
got a
we're
question.
getting to
Now
it.
we are. I got a question for you, friend. Do you like
Now
Ronald
we're
Reagan?
getting to it.
Do you like
The-
Ronald?
the
Do you like Ronald
non-answer-
Reagan?
The non-answer.
Do
is
you
an
like
answer.
Ronald Reagan? Do you like Ronald
there's
Reagan?
Some parts of him I like, there's some parts I don't.
Oh, really? Why is that?
For the he did certain things good at the time.
Really? Like what were the
That
things
wouldn't
that he
fly-
did
that
that
would-
you didn't like?
That wouldn't fly today.
Really? Like what? Like what, bud?
We were talking about amnesty. That wouldn't fly today.
What do you mean that wouldn't fly today? You mean how Ronald Reagan
wouldn't
gave
fly
amnesty
today.
to 3 million people? You didn't like that?
It wouldn't fly today.
Do you know who else?
I said it wouldn't.
Do you know who
I
else
said it
agreed
wouldn't
with
fly
that?
today.
Do you know who else agreed with giving amnesty to that many people?
Tell me what you see on your
George,
computer.
do you
Tell me
know-
what your computer says.
My computer.
Tell me what your computer
Why are
says.
you yelling?
Yeah.
Stop yelling and stop.
Tell me what. Tell
Hey
me
bud,
what your
hey bud,
computer, your
you
talking
have to.
point
Hey
says.
bud, you need to stop. If you're
I
gonna,
want to talk about why. I want to talk about how. I want to talk about the Smith-Mundt Act.
I don't. Hey bud. If
and
you're
the
gonna, yeah,
Smith-Mundt
I'm not. Hey bud.
Modernization
Hey bud.
Act
Hey
of
bud. I'm
2010
getting really
that
tired of you.
Communist
Hey bud.
Barack
Hey bud.
Obama-
Hey bud. You have to
Okay,
stop.
now
I'm gonna.
Now you don't want to talk because I'll get you over a board on this.
Hey bud.
Now you
What?
don't want to talk because
Hey,
I'll
bud.
get you over a board
Hey
on
bud.
this.
What I'm going to ask you to
I will
do.
get you over.
All right,
it's-
cool. I'm just gonna stop talking and let you fucking monologue because you won't shut the fuck up
No.
for more than 2 fucking
gotta-
seconds to let me fucking talk, you fucking asshole. So you
You've
talk.
been
Your
talking.
show.
You've been talking, you unhinged liberal. Are you medicated right now? Let's talk about the Smith-Mundt Act of 1948. You know about that? You know anything?
You actually don't know that you're no one else. No one else. Hey bud, just so you know, I've got you muted for everyone else. So you can just talk as long as you want, and I'm just going to let everyone else take a break from you talking because I can hear you, but everyone else can't because I'm trying to explain to you that all you're doing what I'm going to do what's going to happen is I'm about to what's going to happen what's going to happen now is I'm gonna what's gonna happen is
thing that you do.
See, this
I'm
is
gonna
all right,
ruin
bud. All right. I can't do this anymore with you. I know you guys could. I know, guys. It's fine. I understood. Trust me. I know. I did that on purpose. Guys, if you're going to call up, I'm happy to have a conversation with you, but you have to stop talking long enough to let me answer a question or to say something. Yes, thank you guys. I understood. I understood. Appreciate everyone's messages. Thank you. Yes. It was muted on the tube. So that's why. Understood. Anyways. All right. We're going to move on. Maybe we can talk to someone who is not insane. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Okay. It's all good. We'll get there. It's fine. Okay, let's see what we got here. Thank you to Ray for the blue app. Thank you for the advice. It says, glad to see you're okay. I was just away on vacation for a couple of days. But thank you. Appreciate that. You guys are knocking this out really well. Thank you so much. We're doing a great job. For those of you who may be just joining us, doing some donations for No Kings. Doing some donations for No Kings. Appreciate you guys being here and helping out with that. That is for the end of March. I'm going to be going down, spending some time with a couple of our other creator friends in New York, and we are going to be doing the No Kings rally on Saturday, March 28th. It's going to be a really special event. We want to get down there. That is to cover travel expenses, the hotel, the train, all of those things to get down. I normally don't ask for things like that, but I really do appreciate you guys helping out. You guys have been super generous so far. Anything we raise over and above that amount, we are donating to the Defending Our Neighbors Fund, and they help out folks who are immigrants who can't afford legal defense and all these different things. They're vetted by the ACLU. Really just strongly recommend them. So Defending Our Neighbors. So anything over and above our goal, that's what we're going to do. All right, let's turn the phone line back on. Maybe we can do a little better than what we just had there. Let's see here. Holy cow. All right, we are back to taking calls. Let's see what we get. All right. Oh, by the way, thank you. It says, thank you to Melvin on the tube. It says, thanks for you and Erica. It says, can I send you and your friends shirts from my make mag period site? Oh, thank you, Melvin. Absolutely. We appreciate you very much for the super chat. And sure, shoot me a message over on the tube. Appreciate you. Okay, caller, thank you for waiting a moment. Appreciate calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
No, I didn't. I didn't vote at all.
Okay, are you a Trump supporter?
Not anymore.
Okay, well that's great. That's awesome. But just looking to talk to Trump supporters right now. Thank you, friend. Guys, only asking you to call up if you voted for Donald Trump. At the moment, just looking to talk to Trump supporters. Appreciate you. But thank you. Thank you again, Melvin. Appreciate that very much. And shoot me a message over either on the tube or here or over here on the TikToks. Appreciate you very much. Thank you. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box over here on TikTok or call up on the number that is above my head on the screen on the tube. Thank you to Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer. It says, thank you for all you do. Thank you very much for the 10 on the green app. Thank you very much, Jennifer. Appreciate you very much. You guys are just crushing this goal. I cannot believe it. I was thinking this was going to take us like a couple of weeks. Let's see here. Oh, can we get major W's in the chat for our friend Mike on the Blue app? The 50 on the Blue app. Thank you, Mike. You guys, some of you guys are being way too generous. Thank you so much. Says, here's to No Kings and your travel needs. What you do matters. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, guys. I'm really gonna have to step up and produce some, like, we're gonna have to do some solid content for you guys. Have to talk to our friends, and we have to do some solid maybe like try to put out like a live together. Obviously gonna do as much broadcasting from the event as possible. Try to put together some videos. W Mike, W. Mike, thank you. That was very, very kind. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yeah, I voted for Donald Trump.
Oh, okay, but you're the guy who just called and said that he didn't vote for Donald Trump.
Yeah, man. I'll be real with you, man. Like I'm more like yes or no now. I voted for him. I voted for him 2 times. But like I really just really trying to get on, brother.
Oh, okay. Was there something? Well, first off, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
How old was I when I voted for the second time?
No, how old are you now and what state are you in?
34, and I'm in Jersey.
Okay, 34, New Jersey. And is there something specific you wanted to talk about?
Can you read it from the screen? You have like 4 of them up there.
The prompts I have above are ISIS domestic terrorist group, MAGA isn't Christian, attacking Iran is not America first. I have a picture of Donald Trump and his best friend Jeff, or we can talk about anything else that Donald Trump is doing right now.
Yeah, let's talk about ICE, bro.
Seems to be the popular topic tonight. Okay, what would you like to talk about?
I don't know, man. I've been watching for like since the last 2 guys. So I'll just say, can I ask you questions also?
Sure.
Okay. What side of the aisle do you sit on?
I'm a progressive.
So that's like in the middle, left or right?
Left.
You sit on the left?
Yes.
Okay. So you mostly speak for your own community. That's your community?
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
No. You said you sit on the left, so that's your community?
It's not a community. It's a political ideology. Progressivism.
So it's a war of ideologies.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know what progressivism is?
Let me ask. So it just depends on what side of the aisle you're on. So like, if you're on, you lean against ICE. If you lean left and you're for ICE, if you lean right.
No, it's not necessarily how it works.
Most people. I'm just asking. Like, most people lean on the right for ICE.
I mean, I think that at the moment, most people who are on the right who support Donald Trump are supporting what ICE is doing. But from a polling perspective, that's the way that it would be.
What polls would that be?
There's a bunch of them that have come out
recently. Give me the top one.
Why, dude? Why do you want to know this info? I'm not sure why you want to know this information. I'm confused here. What's?
Well, I'm asking you questions, and I maybe I just want to get your perspective on where you stand, and why you're saying what you're saying, and I can understand what you're saying because your ideology leans left, how old are you, by chance?
42.
42. Did you vote for Obama?
I did.
You voted for you first and second time?
I voted for him both times.
Both times? What if I said, like, during Obama, I was a Democrat, and then during Trump, I became a Republican?
Then I would say that you're just like every other person that I've ever talked to.
I'm going to say that you're not right about that.
I
I'm not gonna hate
really,
you.
I don't really care
I'm
if
not
you
gonna hate
think
you.
that
I'm not
I'm.
gonna
I don't
yell at
really
you.
care if you think that I'm not right or whatever. But literally every single person that I talk to goes, "Well, I voted for Obama. I was a Democrat then, and now I'm not." So I just don't really care anymore that when people say that they voted for Obama and now they're not, because either they're lying about the fact that they voted for Obama and now they suddenly vote for a racist, misogynist piece of shit who doesn't believe in human rights and doesn't believe in our Constitution and is an absolute fucking moron and is driving our country straight into an early grave. Either they're lying about that, or they had a traumatic head injury and that completely altered their brain chemistry.
I didn't have a head injury. I just figured the party left me.
Nope. Party didn't leave you. You just decided to vote for someone who is fucking terrible.
No, all right, well, I guess we'll talk about this. So, like, with Obama, that was my graduating year, like, with Obama. And then I thought we were, like, the ones, you know, to change things, you know? I thought, like, that's, like, my parents were Democrat, my grandparents were Democrat, you know, and then my great-grandparents were Democrat. You know, we're originally from New York, you know, but we migrated to New Jersey. And first thing my mom said was, you know, vote Democrat. They help out the poor people. You know, they're both union. They're union people. And I said, okay, Mom, you know, I'll do that. I was proud to vote Democrat. And I rode with them, the first one. Or the second one. You know, I rode with the first one or the second one. You know, both terms I rode with them. But, you know, I started to feel that the party left me.
Why do you keep saying that the party left you? Do you just get to the point? What policies was it?
I felt that I'm more leaning on testimony. I felt that my voice was not being heard.
No, you just said that you felt like the party left you. What policies changed that meant that the party left you?
I'm more leaning on testimony, brother.
Whatever you're saying, that doesn't make any sense. When someone says the party left me, no, stop. Listen to what I'm saying. I let you talk. Now listen to me. When somebody says the party left me, what that means is the policies changed and I didn't like it. That's what that means. So if you're saying something different, you need to say it now, because what you just said doesn't make any sense.
I think the party left me, bro.
Great. If the party left you, then stop there and tell me which. Great. If the party left you, which policies changed that you didn't like?
I don't know any policies.
Then the party didn't leave you. You just got some fucking fifis.
Why do you gotta curse, man? Damn.
Because it's my show and I'll say whatever the fuck I want, bro. So anyways, you just keep monologuing and talking about your fucking feelings, and I don't fucking care. I'm asking you a question. This is boring.
You gonna let me talk or not?
No, I'm not. I want you to answer my fucking question.
Okay.
What changed about the Democratic Party which made you say the party left me?
I don't know policies, man. I just
then if there weren't any policies that changed, the Democratic Party didn't leave you. What you're saying is patently false.
All right. Well, you know what? What I thought in 08 is not what I think now about them.
Okay, so what you're saying, in fact, is you didn't understand the Democratic Party, and you were just wrong about it.
No, my family voted Democrat for about 4 generations.
That doesn't mean that you understood them.
No, man. Like I thought Obama, the Democrats, you know, even at the time, I thought Obama stood for me. I thought he stood for the American people, and now I just don't think they stand for the American people.
In what way? With what policies?
You know, you keep asking me about policies.
Yes, because you're just using your fucking feelings. Stop using your feelings and talk to me about policies.
Cursing,
because
can you stop cursing?
No, I will not stop cursing, and if you tone police me one more time, I'm just going to drop you from the fucking call.
Man.
Don't fucking stop fucking tone policing me. This is my fucking live, and I'll say fuck as many fucking times as I want. And if you don't fucking like it, then fucking hang up the fucking phone. Got it?
Hang up the phone.
good. I will. Thank you for asking. Fuck off. Jesus fucking Hussein Christ. Boring conversation anyways. Thank you to Big E on the Blue app for the 25 in the Blue app. Thank you, Big E. That was very kind of you. Says, for your trip, Matt. Thank you. So kind. Knock this out. Can't believe you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, thank you for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Hello?
Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
No, I didn't, but I didn't vote. But I wish I did vote for Donald Trump.
Are you a
But,
Trump? So you're a Trump supporter?
I'd say so, yeah. Yeah.
How old are you?
So I'm happy to say, but I'm just curious, how come that's relevant?
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay, and what state did you vote in?
I live in Massachusetts. Is this so how come he needs to know this?
Okay, can you hang on 1 second for me? Thanks.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Thank you. Have a couple more thank yous real quick before we move on to the next guest. Thank you to Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer, for the 5 in the green. It says you have a bad echo with your mic. I'm sorry, Jennifer. This happens sometimes on the TikTok side. There's really not much we can do about it. It's a glitch with TikTok. I've seen it happen with other creators. Some people are hearing it, some people aren't. Sometimes if you swipe out, swipe back in, restart the app, I apologize. There's really not much we can do about it. But thank you very much. I appreciate your kindness. Thank you to Ray. It says, which location in NYC will you be at for No Kings? Ray, I'm not 100% sure yet. I will be announcing which one we'll be at. I will be announcing, I promise. But thank you very much, Ray. Appreciate you very much. Thank you very much for that. Thank you to Amanda on the Blue app. It says, for the No Kings Fund and a little extra towards the mental health you'll inevitably need after dealing with these truly unhinged clowns every day. Viva la revolution. W is in the chat for Amanda for the 50. That's so kind. Thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you so much. And also, at the same time, keep it going for Kathleen. Thank you, Kathleen, for the 67, for the 6-7. Kathleen, it says 3/28 is my birthday. Can't think of a better gift. P.S. I'll be 67. Wow. W is for Kathleen at 67. That is fantastic. You guys are so kind and so generous. Extra W's for all of our friends. I honestly cannot believe how kind you guys are being. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, guest, I appreciate you being patient there while we waited. So you said you're 28, you're in Massachusetts. Did you want to discuss one of the subjects we have above, or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
So I'm live right now.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know much about America. I mean, so ICE being a domestic terrorist group. So, I mean, gosh, I mean, I'd say, like, so I didn't vote in the 2024 election. I just really, I voted for, I realize I'm not answering your question right away. But I voted for Hillary Clinton. I turned 18 in 2016. So, and then I voted for Biden. But this time around in 2024, I was not sure. And so I decided to just not vote at the time. But now, like, with things gone, with how they've gone, I honestly feel like I'm pretty not happy with. Okay, let me just answer your question. I'm sorry. So I'm a Chinese American, and my parents came to America the legal way. And I was born in California, and I'm just curious, like it just illegal immigration just doesn't really work for me, and I do kind of feel like if you do want to come to this country and enjoy the rights that we enjoy, and have the government program, enjoy the government benefits that we have that taxpayers kind of pay for, then it's important to have done it the legal way. And if
awesome,
you
so the
come
people
illegally,
that come here, quote, the not legal way, what benefits do they get?
So they can go to our emergency rooms and use our hospitals. They can go to public schools.
So stop, time out. So let me help you out with a couple of things. So number one, from a federal perspective, do you know what EMTALA is?
No, I don't.
EMTALA is the rule that was passed during the Reagan administration that basically says if you go to an emergency room, no matter who you are, they have to help you. Doesn't matter who you are, right? So if you're in trouble and you go to an emergency room, somebody has to help you. Do you know the percent? Okay, cool. So now that we know that, do you know the percentage of undocumented people that are EMTALA cases in America per year?
No, I don't.
It's less than 1%. So that's what you're worried. You're worried about the less than 1% of people that go to emergency rooms because they're literally in medical distress, but you're worried about that. Cool. That's like a drop in the federal. That's literally like a drop in the federal bucket. But okay, I guess fuck those people that need medical care. I guess, yeah.
No, I didn't mean that at all. I hope they do get medical care. It's just tough that they're here in the first place because
except for the fact that undocumented people who are here could be under any number of different circumstances, and you don't even know. They could be a migrant worker. They could be somebody who's here visiting the country. There could be a number of different reasons why they're here. That's why EMTALA is important. Also, you're just completely ignoring the fact that those people are a net positive for our country. So the amount of money that they contribute in taxes outweighs the amount of money that we pay out.
I do agree. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not trying to come at this as like I'm wrong, I'm right, and you're wrong. Like I know there's a lot of nuance to it, and what I'm trying to say is like my parents, they're really fortunately we have properties that we rent out, and one of which is an illegal immigrants, and so like I know him, and like we talk and like we've worked on working on the front lawn together. So he's a really good guy, and like, so I'm not trying to say like, but no, I want him to, kicked out, and I want him to be, I don't want, to go to the hospital. I don't want his kids to have, education or anything like that. That's not it at all. I'm like, I like the guy. It's not personal. I really do. It's just, but for example, when you say migrant workers, we have a lot of people that would, could work in America, and do we
really like who? Because how many open jobs do we have in America right now that those people would do? Do tell.
Like, as far as to say, like, like, I don't want to be someone to say, like, hey, we need people to clean toilets and, like, pick strawberries and till the field and do landscaping. Like, I don't want to be the guy that says that, like, only, people that are, sprinting across the border, running from, like, impoverished countries, they're the only ones that are willing to do it. And so that
except for the fact that they literally are. So in terms of just farm workers, what percentage of farm workers are those people? Percentage. Just farm workers.
Sure, some double-digit percentage. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Take a guess.
I'm not like 40, maybe.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Actually, it's 40%. So what would we do without 40% of farm workers in America? What would we do? What would happen to our food supply like 40, and to our economy?
And that's like, and like, I'm like trying to, like 40% of, I imagine, like 3 million people. So this is a lot of people. I'm like,
what
agreeing with
I'm asking,
you, right?
but
like,
I'm asking, no, hang on, dude. Calm down and just listen to the question I'm asking you.
Right.
What would we do?
Sure.
Stop, please, and just take a breath.
Okay, so what would we do, right, to help the farm workers, right? For one, what I'm concerned about artificial
No,
intelligence is
stop,
take
dude.
away a lot of jobs.
I need you to stop and shut the fuck up and listen to the question I'm gonna ask before you start fucking talking again. Stop. I didn't even get to ask the question. Stop talking. Fuck, dude. Anyways, the question I was going to ask, what would we do without the 3 million people that are doing those jobs? Because nobody else will do those jobs or wants to do those jobs. And we can't pay Americans enough to do those jobs or other people enough to do those jobs. And the Republicans have rejected the Farm Workforce Modernization Act, which would have helped those people at least have a pathway to legal citizenship. So what would we do, and what would happen to our economy without those 3 million people working in it? Because in your world, they don't exist. That's my question. What would we do without them existing in our economy?
Okay, can I answer? Is that okay?
When I stop talking, that's when you talk. Just stop interrupting me, please.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to talk now. Please. Yeah, all right. So I would say that, it's tough. 1 million plus people, or how many, just large number of people, if it would just magically disappear overnight because, ICE agents remove them, what would we do to kind of bolster our economy? An idealist in me would say that I would hope that, we would fill the gap with innovation. Of course, how would we fill the gap of 1 million people? That's pretty absurd. And I don't know how many of our best engineers could do it. But as I was trying to say, with artificial intelligence, there's going to be a huge shift in the workforce. And if a lot of desk sitting jobs are not going to be able to cut it, and a lot of people are going to be removed from that, then it might be unrealistic, but maybe a lot of people will have to return that kind of, get on the hands and knees and working. And maybe the gap will be filled that way. But
I think you're missing, friend. I think you're missing the point here. This isn't a thing that AI can do. This
exactly.
is so what you're doing. So I don't know why you're saying that. This is people have to do that work. So the options are nobody does the work and our economy collapses and our food supply collapses, or we do have people that do the work, but it's Americans and the price of everything skyrockets because it has to be people like us that do the work, and they won't work for the same amount of money or for the same hours or do the same thing. And then half of those farms go out of business because they can't afford to pay those people and make the money, and et cetera, et cetera. And then also probably our economy somewhat collapses and our food supply dwindles and food prices go through the roof. It's a lose, lose, lose all the way around. So why are we trying to collapse our economy on purpose?
Okay, so I can answer, question for the, if your question is why are you trying to collapse our economy on purpose? I don't necessarily agree with that. We're trying to modernize perhaps, and I could elaborate on that. But part of what I was thinking was how to say it. And I'm a little nervous, by the way. I just want you to know, I'm not trying to kind of I don't really see this as a you versus me. But my point is another thing is if we're not paying these illegal immigrants, the same amount of wages as Americans, because like you say, Americans, we have, they demand higher wages, then is that really humane as well? I honestly don't know. Are we paying illegal immigrants as much as, because if we're paying them under the table, or if we're paying and are they not paying taxes?
They are paying taxes, which is what I was trying to explain to you before.
how are they surviving on a lower wage than what Americans will be paid? Because, like you said, we would need
they're
to do
working
more.
multiple. They're working multiple jobs. They're working harder. They're working many more hours. Sometimes they're getting paid minimum wage. Sure. Sometimes they're getting paid under the table, but more often than not, they get an ITIN, which is not a Social Security number because they can't get Social Security numbers, but they get an ITIN, which allows them to have a tax ID number so that their employers don't get in trouble. And what happens is their employers still pay all of their federal taxes on them, okay, federal and state taxes. That's what the ITIN does. So all their taxes are taken out of their paycheck, and they don't get any benefits from it. They can't collect Social Security, they can't go on welfare, they can't do any of those things, but we get their taxes, which is why they're all a net positive for us. So not only are they buoying our economy and giving us their lower cost labor and helping us out in all of those different ways, but they're actually becoming a net positive for us in the form of tax revenue. And the Cato Institute just completed a 30-year study that says that they're a net positive to our economy to the tune of $14.5 trillion with a T. Trillion.
Okay. So I mean, and so this isn't a loaded question. I want to ask. So why do they want to be here? You know, they seem to be kind of screwed by us. You know, like we're taking their income. That, like, you know, it's like, you know, and if they're working so hard, couldn't they make their own country better? Like, and I ask this in good faith. You know, I just like, why do they want to be here?
Do you pay attention to world politics and what we do in Latin American countries?
I mean, I'm more into Asian, like, international politics. You know, I'm Chinese American, so
Sure.
Not as much Latin America. No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, for example, this is just one example. During the first Trump administration, Donald Trump crashed the Venezuelan economy. He put sanctions on Venezuela and crashed the economy. The Venezuelan currency was hyperinflated, and he did that because he wanted Venezuela to play ball with him and with American oil companies, and they wouldn't. And so they sanctioned the fuck out of Venezuela, and they crashed Venezuela's economy. And then guess what happened? Hundreds of thousands of people came from Venezuela to America. And then, right before Donald Trump left office, he had to grant temporary protected status to a bunch of Venezuelans because that's what happened. So the reason why these people are coming to America is because they don't want to die in their own countries because they can't get work, because their families will starve to death, because there's no food, there's no work. That's happening. And they think that they can have a better life in America. They think that there is something better here, that the American dream is still a real thing that can happen here, that we're still a better Why did your parents come here?
Well, they came like in the 70s, so I don't know enough about. I mean, I don't know enough, so it's like what the situation was. I mean, my dad came when the Vietnam War like just started and stuff like that. And he's Chinese, so it's different. But like, I guess, you know, yeah, American dream and all that stuff, you know. And I mean, like, I could elaborate more, like, not specifically it's about to you, but just I'm having trouble recalling what my dad and I have talked about, and why he and my mom.
I'm sure that it was probably like the same reason. Like, they didn't like their situation in their country. They thought that there was a better life for them here. My family's from Lebanon. That's why my grandparents ended up here. So, I mean, like, you know, like, that was the thing. I also had family that came over later during the Civil War. Like, that was a good reason for them to come. So
Right.
like, you know, like, people have reasons that they want to come.
Yeah,
because they think they're going to have
they
just think that they're going to have a better life.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I agree insofar as, yeah, you know, my parents, I mean, we own, like I mentioned earlier, we own property in California, and we rent it out, you know, to couple people, including that, illegal immigrant. I don't say that because he's he has a name and he's a good guy. I'm just referring to him from earlier in our conversation. But like, yeah, no, you can't own property in China. You know what I mean? And it's like, we get to own properties here and rent them out and send me and my sisters to college and stuff. So that's cool. But like, and this isn't a loaded question, and again, this is coming from, a son of immigrants and stuff like that. That immigration, immigrants are cool, and I want immigrants in this country. And like, I at work, I work with Mexicans. Right now I'm having some health problems, so I'm just working at Starbucks, even though I got like an engineering degree. And like, I work with a lot of Mexicans, and I absolutely love working there. And so it's nothing personal. It's just like, I don't know. I just feel like it's just so frustrating with the immigration law. I wish we could just have everyone come in, like, because I'm sure like these millions of, refugees and asylum seekers and illegal immigrants, whatever, I'm sure like 99.9999999 of them are like really chill dudes, that want to work hard. And it's just like, it's just, you see where I'm going with this? It's just like, I'm just frustrated, I'm like, I
don't understand. I really don't understand anything that you're saying. Also, why would you say that you can't own property in China when literally 90% of all households in China own property?
Oh, maybe I have that wrong, but I thought it was a communist country. Maybe I had the exact specifics wrong, but something about communist China. Kind of, you can own you can't own you can own the properties. Oh, I remember now. Yeah, my dad told me this. You can own the properties, like if you have these tall apartment buildings, you can own the kind of apartment complexes, but the actual land underneath is owned by the government. So like, that's a little bit different.
Yeah, if you live in New York City and you own an apartment in an apartment building, you also don't own the land under the apartment building.
Right, but that could be like unless I'm mistaken, that could be like a company could own it, right? Could own the.
Also, in China, there are lots of property companies that own apartment companies. In fact, there have been one of the problems in China was land speculation, and a couple of the big real estate companies actually like went under or went bankrupt. Like there are major real estate companies in China. That was a problem there.
Okay.
That's one of the issues with the Chinese economy.
Right. Are they state sponsored? Like I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Like
China has a mixed economic system. It's like state sponsored capitalism would be the best way to put it. But they're still very much capitalist in a number of different ways. I mean, yeah, their government government has nationalized a number of different industries, but they have a bigger middle class than we do.
Yeah. It's really tough. Because it's like.
Here's the question. I'd like to really just drive this home. You said you live in Massachusetts. I live in Massachusetts. What part of the state are you in?
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I actually lived in Back Bay, Boston, for a little while, but I'm actually back in California. I had a bunch of health problems, so I had a job in downtown Boston, but then I just flubbed it. And that's not entirely true. I had to go home to California to seek medical attention, and I'm back with my folks now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
How about
you? I'm just north of the city.
Oh, okay.
But how is any of this affecting you?
You mean like illegal immigration and like republicanism and stuff like that?
Well, specifically the immigration thing. How could this possibly affect your life in any meaningful way?
Well, this could be, it could be kind of a similar kind of, you could ask that to essentially anyone, right?
I could ask it to anyone, but I'm asking you because you seem to have very strong opinions about this.
Well, I guess I don't know. I guess I've just been a little bit radicalized, and I appreciate you asking, by the way. Just in general, I mean, I've just been a little radicalized recently, I guess, with my health problems that I guess just don't really want to go into a, share online right now. But like, I've just been home a lot. I'm just on. So to answer your question, it's just something I scroll through a lot of reels about, and I get just angry. You know what I mean? So like in practice, like when I just turn off my phone and I just go to work and I just read a book and I just go to my like go eat something or go for a walk, or it doesn't affect me, or really doesn't. Maybe like I could just argue in my head and I see some like food prices or gas prices or whatever, and I just get kind of mildly upset or whatever and say, oh, whatever. But it really doesn't. I hope I have enough awareness to, but it's just, I don't know.
But then you have to realize that food and gas prices aren't affected by those people.
No, of course, yeah, no, I meant more broadly that I've just been kind of upset at stuff in general recently. But
Okay.
yeah, but I should answer your question. I'm sorry.
No.
The illegal immigration stuff. I guess what I should mention is, yeah, like the thing about that illegal immigrant that I should give him a name. I don't want to name him by name. I feel like
you don't have
fair,
to say the person's name. Just
okay,
whatever.
cool, yeah. So the thing is that guy, he's really cool, and his wife's really cool. They keep a low profile. They work on like PG&E stuff, like Pacific Gas and Electric, the whatever in California. But his son was a real piece of work, and like he had lived for, he wasn't paying rent. The son, before the parents moved in, the son was living there, and the son wasn't paying rent, and he was just like smoking weed. Again, whatever. I have no whatever about weed legalization or not, but the thing is, we wrote on the lease like, please don't use drugs.
Dude, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Like, who fucking cares?
I mean, it was tough because we had to evict him, and it put a lot of stress on my dad.
This has no bearing on anything that we just talked about. This is just a personal fucking anecdote. It doesn't matter. Right.
Well, I could say the same thing to, pretty much anybody about any topic. I mean.
No, you can't, because this specifically is just a personal anecdote. You had a personal experience, and it doesn't affect the overall thing that is going on in America. So right. Sorry. Right? Dude, if I'm going to say like, this would be the dumbest thing that I could ever say, but like, think about this, right? If I order Chinese food tomorrow and I have a bad experience with it, should I be like, fuck all Chinese food restaurants because I had a bad experience with Chinese food?
Right. I get what you're saying, yeah.
Right? Because that would be silly, because and then I would imagine if I talked to you and I was like, fucking Chinese food is the fucking worst because I had a bad experience with Chinese food, and you'd be like, bro, that's stupid. Like, Chinese food is awesome, because it is. And Chinese food is awesome, and like even like real Chinese food is awesome. And you'd be like, bro, that's fucking stupid. You had one bad experience with Chinese food. That's a personal anecdote.
Sure. Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah.
So,
yeah. Okay.
What are we even talking about, dude? These fucking people, they just want to fucking like take care of their families and make some money, and they don't commit crime, and they're net positive for the United States. They're good for our economy. Like, fuck, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like 99.9999999% of them are like good. That's what I mean.
Yeah. So why do we fucking care? Who cares?
I mean, and by the way, I know I don't know how long usually have these calls or whatever, but I'm happy. But but like I mean, upholding the rule of law, you know, I mean, stolen land, blah blah blah. Like again, this is coming from a place of, right, this is not personal. I'm just answering the question kind of as it is. I'm not trying to get worked up about it because it really has nothing to do with me. But if I were to just, you know, kind of throw it out there, that's what the usual answers are, right? Like, why does it matter? Oh, we want to uphold the rule of law. Or, oh, you know, like, and like, couldn't you say the same about like the ICE protesters? Is like, you know, what's your, you know, like why are they getting so worked up about it? You know,
the reason that they're getting so worked up about it is because ICE is violating the Constitution of the United States. They're being violent towards American citizens, and they've murdered 2 of them in the streets.
Right.
That's why.
Okay. Okay. Well, hey, I do relatively have to go. I was gonna get some sleep early. Thank you for this. I really mean it. Like I did learn like some stuff, and I appreciate that. Yeah, you know, yeah. Thanks, man.
Okay. Have a good night.
Thanks.
Val, hey, what's going on, friend? How you doing?
That was fun to listen to.
I'll tell you. Hang on. We're gonna do. I gotta do some announcements, and since I can't have friendlies up when I do the YouTube calls, we'll say hi to a couple of our friends real quick. Hello, Thick. Hello, Val. How are you guys doing this evening?
Doing good.
How are you doing, Matt?
Right.
How are you doing? Like, you've seen my DMs too. You know how I'm doing. How are you doing? Actually, I'm actually not doing that great, but that's not here or there. Had a death in the family today, so.
I'm sorry, friend.
Yeah,
I am sorry.
Just hear that.
Sorry.
It's okay. My grandmother on my father's side, she was 94. So I mean, to be fair, she lived a very long, very full life. So, couldn't have asked for her to live any longer if we were being entirely honest. But my dad is really the one that I'm more concerned about. But with that being said, you good?
All things being considered, I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you. And some of these people, it's holy cow. Yes, I saw your messages, and I was like, yep, this is I feel this. I feel what you're saying. So yeah, absolutely. And honestly, I don't know how long either of you have been listening to any of these guests, but this is.
I've been in here for a while.
Yeah, me too.
I appreciate everybody in the comments. I do, really. I'm not ignoring all the messages. I do appreciate you.
It's a night. Since Nemo is in the midst of moving, he had messaged me earlier that he wasn't able to be on tonight. So I was like, well, since we've got no one coming up here on TikTok, I'll take the opportunity to do Google Voice calls since I can't have anyone else up when I do it. Still trying. I'm still trying to work that out from an audio routing perspective, but haven't gotten it figured out yet. So, oh well. But anyways, but I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys being there. Appreciate you guys listening. I'll drop you back down since I can't have you up when we've got guests on. But
DoorDash you a drink or something.
Yeah, really.
No, I've got. Don't worry. I've got. Listen. I know that both of you fellas in Texas can't, but I can in Massachusetts. God bless.
First and foremost.
God bless the state.
First and foremost. I'm going to say this as a card-carrying member of the Satanic Temple in Austin, but first and foremost, all things are possible through Christ, Matt. So, jot that the fuck down.
Hell Satan. But absolutely, no, absolutely, and I've got the good stuff. With the blend, we'll just say the strain that I like. The people at my local dispensing place of the medical, they are they're great. They're always so chill for some reason when I go in. They're always so chill. For some reason.
Yeah, just eager to help you.
They're very eager to help, and so that is my happy helpy time. That it really does help. So I'm good. But thank you, gentlemen. I do appreciate you both. W's for our friend Val and Thick. Maybe we'll see some of you guys tomorrow or another time when we're taking TikTok guests. All right.
All right.
I appreciate you guys.
I'm always looming somewhere.
I'm sure you are. All right. Good night, fellas.
Bye.
W's to our friend. I do miss our friends a little bit when I do the. There's it's fun doing the YouTube calls on one hand, and then also I'm like, it's nice to bring someone else up and to let them argue too. Couple of more thank yous. We need to do some thank yous. Actually, first thing I need to do real quick, we got a ton of super chats I need to read off. I apologize I didn't get to these sooner. S-Dubs, thank you so much. A bunch of them. We got a $2 super chat from you, a $20 super chat from you, a $10 super chat, a $2 super chat that says, can't wait for the midterms, another $20 super chat that says, that's why they support Trump, they're ignorant, and then a $2 super chat that says, brain rot is right. Thank you so much for all of those. You are incredibly kind. Thank you, S-Dubs. Really appreciate it. And you marked one of those for no kings. And so we are going to add that to our goal. We are just knocking this thing down. Appreciate you so much. Thank you very much. Also, thank you, Melvin, for the $2 super chat. It says, mag.2628 United, put your info to this. Oh, gee, okay, great. Thank you, Melvin. I will do that. And I will send you an email. Thank you. Appreciate you. Very good. Very good, friend. Also, thank you to Chris. Thank you to Chris for the 25 on Venmo. And Chris, I'm not going to read that. I'm going to play it because I know what you meant. I'm gonna play it. Jennifer, thank you for the 35. Said wanted to make it an even 50. Felt like that's very kind, Jennifer. Thank you so much. And Jamar said, no kings, the legal way, apparently. Ladder puller, fuck Trump, fuck JE, fuck MAGA. That is so kind, you guys. Here, let me add these up, and then we will take them off. And then, so we've got that. That should. Oh, okay, yeah. That'll work out. That'll work out just fine. 8. Wow, you guys are really knocking this thing out. Okay. Holy cow. Well, we'll put this. We are down to just double digits. Holy cow, you guys. Once again, by the way, if we go over, if you guys get us over anything over our goal that you guys donate this week, I'm going to send to the Defending Our Neighbors Fund. I really like them. I looked into them. They help immigrants, especially with legal defense. Vetted by the ACLU. I did some research into them. I think they're great. Defending Our Neighbors. And real quick, here, hold on one second. This is from I have to show this because I'm not going to read it. This would be from our friend Chris. I hope you all do enjoy. From Chris. Here we go. Classic. Thank you, Chris. I think we all needed that. We all needed that. Thank you. Before we take another call, one more from our friend S-Dubs. to add to the No Kings goal. Thank you, S Dubs. Thank you for that $20 super chat. We are just knocking this. We're knocking this thing out, you guys. Thank you. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. All right. Well, let's turn this phone line back on. See if we can take some more callers here before we wrap things up here a little bit. Neely, I had a friend who went to an evening with Kevin Smith and actually got to go on stage and do the scene read with them. And I have video of it, and it is amazing. I was so jealous. So jealous. It was freaking awesome. Yeah. So jealous. I know. Because they pick it during the evening with Kevin Smith, they like pick someone to do like to play one of the parts in like I forget the exact thing, but I was just like, oh my God, it made my I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. So I definitely need to do that. Absolutely need to do that. So once again, guys, the phone line is open. So if you're over on the tube and you'd like to call in, please do so now. Feel free. Call in. Somebody on the tube said the Jungle Love dance at the end rules. It absolutely does. I love that with the where they like run the legs, and it's so much fun. More stay in the motherfucking time. Let's see. Neely, I have it on DVD still, but no DVD player. Man. I think my Blu-ray player still plays DVDs, although I don't remember the last time I used that. Holy shit. Guys, we got almost 1,000 people over here on the TikToks, and we got 130 people over on the Tube. You can request up here on TikTok, or you can call into the number above my head if you're over on the Tube. Nikki, that is from Google Voice. Google Voice. Man, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. What year did that movie come out? Holy shit. Oh, man. I think I know, and I'm afraid to look it up because I don't want to know. Yeah, god damn it. It came out the year I graduated from high school. Fuck. I know, right? For fuck's sake. 2001. Dogma wasn't a great film, Susie. Dogma is still a great film. Correction. Still a great film. Love me some Dogma. Also, one of the things that I love about Dogma, a fun little bit of trivia for you, speaking of Kevin Smith, is that when the movie opened, because I also remember this, the movie opened is that there were a bunch of people from the Catholic Church who protested the movie, thinking that it was anti-Catholic. Kevin Smith himself went out in New Jersey and stood in the fucking picket line and like picketed Dogma, and then the reporter was like, "Aren't you Kevin Smith?" He's like, "No, I'm just no. I'm very much against this. I get very much against this movie." It was like fucking. It was hilarious. I'm sure there's video of it. So, Yes, Mia, thank you. Who just messaged me on Discord and said, "You know what else happened in 2001?" Yes. Thank you. I was a freshman in college. I very much remember what happened. Thank you. Ben Folds released Rockin' the Suburbs on September 11th, 2001. It's banner day for Ben Folds. His first solo album. I don't know what else you might be speaking of, but that is 100% true, Azu. I'm not making that up. That's real. That really happened. That's the day that was released. No joke. Robert, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
Massachusetts.
And how old are you?
Oh, 41.
Okay. Do you want to discuss one of the subjects that I have above or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
They're not attacking Iran yet, are they?
Not yet. Looks like it's going to happen.
Well, they set this up years ago. This is from like 2000. Make Iran freak out, and now here we come to clean up the mess that we made.
What? I'm not sure. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? 9/11, bro?
Yeah, I don't know what that has to do with us unilaterally attacking Iran right now.
Because it's taken over 20 years to get them where they're at, so now we can get in there. Iran used to be a nice place.
Yeah, before we fucked it up.
That's what I'm saying. And now here we are to clean it up, get it? We know what we're doing, dude.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
It makes all the sense in the world.
It really doesn't. Even Marco Rubio has said that trying to enact regime change in Iran would be incredibly difficult, and there would be a huge amount of resistance, and it would be against everything that the United States has stood for since the Vietnam War, such as the Powell Doctrine. Are you familiar with the Powell Doctrine?
Well, we're occupied by Israel.
Are you familiar with the Powell Doctrine, Robert?
I'm not.
Okay, the Powell Doctrine, since Vietnam, has been, and named for Colin Powell when he was head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, has been that the United States only goes into military conflicts when it has a clear definition of what it wants to accomplish and what the outcome should be.
When was that?
The Powell Doctrine? It's when he was the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, was when they established the Powell Doctrine. And anytime that we haven't followed the Powell Doctrine, we've run into major issues. So
what year, dude?
What?
What year?
What year? What?
What's the whatever you're talking about? When was that document made?
Well, it wasn't it's like specific like document. I mean, he was head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff under Bush Sr., so that would be in the late 80s into the early 90s. So that would be. I'm sorry?
There you go. There's your answer.
What's my answer?
What's all this privacy policy bullshit?
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing.
So
whatever.
Anyways, so anything that you've just said makes no sense in relation to us, in relation to Iran, in relation to what like our plan would be there. We would be met with insane resistance. Like there's nothing about trying to go into. There's nothing about trying to go into Iran that would be advantageous for us. It would just be an absolute fucking disaster. The fact that we ripped up the nuclear deal in 2017 was an absolute boondoggle. What?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Who's behind 9/11? Simple question.
Didn't you say that you're the same age as me? Did you not know who? It's the Saudis and the Qataris and Al Qaeda. I mean, like, do you not?
Ugh, that's what you believe, bro?
Okay, bye.
Bro.
Yeah, we're not doing that. You're not getting my live taken down. Peace out. I'm not. We're not doing that. Bye. Bye, Robert. Yeah. Mia, we're not friends anymore. Not friends anymore. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Nope. Nope. Yeah, Robert, don't come back. You're not getting my live taken down. No thanks. Not today, Satan. Not today. All right, let's see here. Another 10 for our No Kings. Thank you on it's actually pronounced Spuds 420. I work at a dispense in Michigan. Thank you, Spuds. Appreciate that. Also, thank you to H Knight for the jewels. Appreciate you, friend. Appreciate you guys. You guys are being so kind. We're getting this thing down. Once again, if you want to help out with the No Kings goal, I am accepting donations for that, and it is greatly appreciated. Appreciate you guys very much helping out with that. Also, anything that we go over, anything over that amount is going to go to our to the Defending Our Neighbors Fund. And they're the folks who help out immigrants who can't afford legal defense. They are the ones who are doing a great job. And so anything over this goal that we have over here, that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, I appreciate you guys very much. I cannot believe how generous you guys have been, and I guess I'm just gonna have to do some really special stuff while we're there that weekend. Honestly, I gotta be like just like totally fucking on the level with you guys. I'm super excited to get to meet some of our friends in yes, absolutely, DNW, all of our gifters and folks for donating to help out with this. You guys, I really can't express just how much the kindness means to me. Thank you very much. Red, I probably will eat a hot dog while I'm there because I need to take my my creator friends to my favorite hot dog spot in New York City, which is in the East Village. It's called Criff Dog in the East Village. They're open late. They just serve hot dogs, and it is they do chili cheese dogs, and it is so fucking delicious. So fucking delicious. Cat's Deli did not close, Neely. Cat's Deli is still open. Abso-fucking-lutely not. They are still open. So, no, but what I was going to say before is I am super excited to meet. I'm super excited to meet some of our friends that I've never gotten to meet in person. Like to be in the same room as Polly and Ari or RJ. I mean, it's so funny to you've talked to these people now for so long, or this and that, and actually be in the same room with people. It's kind of awesome. So I'm very excited about that. Yes, Fish Taco Guy, you're thinking of Carnegie Deli. That's correct. Carnegie Deli closed, but more importantly, Stage Deli on 57th closed, and Stage Deli was my favorite. And I'm very, very unhappy that Stage closed. I wish Stage Deli had not closed. Man, that I love Stage Deli. But Katz and Second Avenue, Katz Deli and Second Avenue Deli would be my go-tos. Once again, guys, we've reopened that phone line over on the tube. We'd love to get one more guest maybe to talk to. So if you're over on the tube and you'd like to call in, please, call in, say hello. Thank you to Frederica, who I assume might be Red, says, for No Kings and your New York hot dog, thank you for the 15 on the Blue app. That was so kind. And thank you to Amanda, who just said, Nueva Lo. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you. I appreciate you, friend, for the 15 on the Blue app. That, you guys, holy cow, you're just knocking this thing out. Exactly. Man, it wasn't Red. Oh, well, somebody. Oh, there it is. Thank you for it was hello, it me. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you guys. I just assumed because you mentioned the hot dog thing. That's all. And then Brett, thank you for the $2 super chat. Says a couple of disability check dollars going to No Kings. Thank you so much. And S Buds 420. Can we get W's in the chat for S Buds over on the tube with the $50 super chat? And that, my friends, has put us full on into donation territory. So now any money over and above, now, because we've hit it. I can't believe that you guys hit it in just a couple hours. Is amazing. Everything else now is going to go to the Defending Our Neighbors Fund. Thank you guys so much. Nope. Guys, nothing else tonight. No, I'm absolutely not taking anything else. You guys have been insanely generous. I'm not taking anything else tonight. Anything else that you guys want to donate tonight, we're absolutely positively going to send over to Defending Our Neighbors for sure. You guys have been super, super kind and generous. Thank you very much. All right, let's see what we got here. Someone is calling in. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Hey, are you on?
Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I'm sorry?
I said, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
I am 58, and I live in Oklahoma.
Okay, would you like to discuss one of the subjects above or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
It's up to you. I am very happy that you actually took my call. I've been doing this for a while, and I love to debate. So you tell me what you want to discuss.
Well, I always leave it up to the guests, so it's up to you.
I've seen you on YouTube and stuff, and you seem to be a little bit. Are you a Democrat? You're a Democrat, right?
I'm a progressive.
You're progressive. On the Democrat side, or what party?
Really not party affiliated. I mean, I vote for Democrats because they are on the left side of the political aisle in the United States, but I wouldn't consider myself to be a Democrat, really.
Okay, so you're on the left side.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm independent.
Okay, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. So which of the subjects would you like to discuss?
There's a lot, I've been watching your stuff, and I called earlier and I left a message. So I'm very, very happy that you called. Do you want to talk about his policies?
Yes.
Or do you want to talk about what do you want to? Okay, let's debate this. Let's debate of what Biden had done with the border compared to what Trump has done to the border. Are you up with that? Or
Okay.
is that something that's not good for you?
I guess it's weird that when I said, "Can we talk about something that Donald Trump is doing?" that you went back to Joe Biden. But okay, sure.
Okay. No. That gives me an aisle where we talk. So, what is Trump doing? Do you believe that Trump is trying to make the world peaceful?
Dude, I don't. Why would you ask? Why are you asking me a value judgment question? I literally have prompts above me to like kind of help. Like I'm asking you to pick a subject, something that he's doing right now, and say I like this thing that he's doing, or I don't like this thing that he's doing. I try to keep it like pretty simple.
Okay, he is trying to make peace across the world.
It's patently false. He's literally starting wars as we speak.
How is he doing that?
Well, let's see. He's actively antagonizing our allies in NATO. And
which allies?
If you're, you have to let me finish
my
sentence.
I'll do that. And you know what? You do the same thing to me, okay?
No, I'll do whatever the fuck I want because it's my show.
Oh, wait
but
a minute.
hey, wait a minute, bud. What we're not going to do is you're not going to tone police me on my own show, and please don't interrupt me when I'm in the middle of a sentence. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Anyways,
that's fine.
Thank you. Anyways, so he's actively antagonizing our allies in NATO over Greenland and has threatened to use military force to take it if necessary. He's attacked multiple boats in both the Atlantic, in the Caribbean, and in the Pacific with claims that they were carrying substances, because we're not going to say the D-rug word because we're also streaming on TikTok. He basically committed an act of war by going into Venezuela and kidnapping their president. He's now amassing war... we'll just say warships and planes and. Excuse me?
I said spit it out. I mean, you're mumbling, so you're trying to reach for it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can just fuck off. Like, I just don't fucking like. I'm not reaching for it. I'm trying to use TikTok-friendly language, sir. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I just was talking to you. Why did you hang up on me, dude?
Because you were being a dick. Is that clear enough for you? I wasn't mumbling.
Shut
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and listen to me. I wasn't stumbling and mumbling. Shut the fuck up and listen to what I'm about to say. I wasn't stumbling and mumbling. I have to use coded language because I'm on TikTok and I try not to say certain things because I don't want my live to get taken down. Do you understand?
Well, you're cussing at me, bro.
It's not about cussing. I can say the word fuck as much as I want. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I hung up on you because I don't want to talk to you anymore. Have a good evening. I don't think that this guy can take the hint. Well, that's annoying. You know what's fun about Google Voice? Is that it has a block feature. what's fun is that I want that guy to know that he's only the second person that I've blocked. I've literally only blocked 2 people, and he's one of them. So that's how obnoxious you were. Anyways, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Let's have a chat. Maybe you can, I don't know, like be a normal human being and just have a regular conversation instead of that guy. That guy's like, I love debating. I know, right? He's like, oh, like, okay, cool. Then why do you suck at it? Neither, fish taco guy. I want me a brisket. I want fucking brisket sandwich in my fucking belly right fucking now with some mayo. Just a little bit of mayo. Not a lot. Just a little bit. It's just some fucking, give me that fucking brisket. The way that they make it at a Jewish deli, you just can't fucking, like, yeah. I made it once at home, and I got like a recipe that was like deli style brisket, and I'm not gonna lie, it came out pretty good. But there's just something about the, like, that method of roasting it in the pan. Oh God, so good. But yeah, I prefer that brisket to the like tomato style brisket, which is also like good and fine. I've had plenty of times with my Jewish friends. Very good. Very good. But the deli style brisket. I actually dated a woman who years and years ago. I dated a woman who was a cantor, and she made really good like deli style brisket. And I was like, that was good shit. That was really good shit. Like, probably stuck it out in that relationship just a little bit too long because of the brisket. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Like, probably went a couple of weeks too long just because of that. Listen, I'm just a man, okay? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I did do it for the brisket. Don't judge me. Don't you judge me. Don't judge me. Gracie says, "What's a cantor?" At the temple, the cantor is going to be the one who would lead people in song and prayer. But the cantor in the Jewish faith, they're actually clergy. They're actually considered part of the clergy. Unlike, like, I grew up Catholic, and in the Catholic Church, a cantor, they're not like part of the clergy. They're not a priest or a nun or a brother. So it's actually a official religious position. We got someone over here. Let's see. Rap Edits. Hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Well, I wasn't able to vote for him, but
Are you Trump?
if I could, I would have.
You're a Trump supporter?
Yes.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 18.
What state did you vote in?
West Virginia.
And what year were you born?
September 23rd, 2007.
Okay. Did you want to discuss one of the subjects above or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now? And he's gone. We're winning tonight. Thank you to Max. Thank you to Max over on the tube for the $2 super chat. It says, tell him about the North Shore roast beefs. I mean, it is definitely a thing here in Massachusetts on the North Shore. We have roast beef places where you can get roast beef sandwiches. Some people like them with cheddar on them. Some people like them with an au jus on the side. Some people, it's and everybody has their favorite roast beef place. It's their thing. Everyone's got their favorite place. So, yeah, good. It's a fun Massachusetts thing. So, and anyways, it's just one of the many reasons that things are better on the North Shore than on the South Shore. I said what I said. I will not be taking questions at this time. The North Shore is better than the South Shore. Yes, Crazy Lady, Massachusetts. All right, once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Let's have a chat. Let's see. Hop into Matt's hot box. All right, this is getting a little too personal.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I just like Trump.
What was that?
I just like Trump.
Can't really hear you. It sounds like you're underwater.
I support Trump.
Like literally, you're muffled. Are you like on a Bluetooth?
I did support Trump because Trump did the present government. He used the money to take the White House.
Cannot understand a word that you're saying. Is it like there's something covering your microphone? Maybe.
Can you hear me now?
Whoa. Yes. Okay. Whoa.
Okay. Sorry, Matt. I'll scare you. So, I support Trump because Trump he's going to prison because he doesn't want to be here at the White House. So he wants to live his father. Because I did pull up this system. Trump he asked for National Guard the ICE protest. So Trump he asked why he asked the National Guard from the ICE protest because they asked search people's car. Can I get license and registration? Because people got injured because they say, "Are you okay?" Why? Can you explain to me, Matt? Why did Trump ask about people's license and registration? Can you tell me why did ask? Why did Trump ask? Why did Trump ask? He asked them people license or registration because he asked for National Guard, the ICE protest. Can you tell me what's the ICE protest?
What are you talking about? When?
It was before and 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I saw the news. He asked the people, what's the license or registration on the license plate, the car? And he asked them why, because he the ICE protest, they got taser people. They taser people because they don't get back off the people. Because they pushed the people people's car. So my part understanding why the ICE protest did not stop. Why did the people so aggressive, the ICE protest?
Because ICE is doing illegal and unlawful things, and they're not being that aggressive. They're exercising their First Amendment rights.
Because he was trying people aggressive, the ICE protest. Legally, he was trying people aggressive. He was trying people aggressive. Integrally, he was trying people aggressive. Like, they put pepper spray eye. Why did they put pepper spray eye to people's eyes? Because ICE protest was violence, right? Is the ICE protest was violent?
No.
So why did the ICE protest was violent? Because they asked it for people's the National Guard. The National Guard asking for people's license restoration. Because they were. They were.
They were what?
They were okay. They were asking the Trump. Why did the Trump ask the ICE protest asking for people's license restoration? Why would he ask? Because is it Trump is the worst?
I mean, yes, he's the worst.
So why is he the worst?
I mean, there's so many reasons, but I still don't know the circumstance that you're talking about. Is there something else that you might like to discuss?
Yes. So I did pull up this system, and let me show you my camera on. Let me show you my camera on.
Wait,
Here.
You don't have to. You don't have to put your camera on. You can just tell me what it is.
So it tells me many scientists have seen surgeries, including Washington D.C. and Massachusetts. A push to double the ICE workforce, concurring with much reduced training for recruiters, recent concerns about the qualifications of quietly deployed new agents. So why did the ICE protest ICE agents? Because they were asking people to leave the house. So why did they do they?
What? Dude, what? What are you talking about?
This one here. This. Let me. This. Do you see my screen?
No.
Okay. So why the ICE protest to legally to search people's house? Why did the ICE protest search people's legal's house?
They can't search people's houses legally unless they have a judicial warrant.
Because they were search people's legal's house. It's called private property. It's called private property. We want to ask them because it's called private property. We want to search people's house. They asked them, "Are you okay?" Because if the Trump was right or wrong, they need to get rid of the Trump. And especially the ICE protest. So my understanding, why did the ICE protest ICE private property? If they people get hurt, a taser, if they got arrested, why did it do they? Are they going to keep people's house illegally?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. What do you think?
I think no. You could give me more details.
I don't think I have any more details. Sounds like you know more about it than I do.
But it's your suggestion. You could make your decisions. I can't decide. You can make your decision.
I don't know.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to argue with you. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hi, Mia.
You're right.
Hi, friend.
Hi.
Welcome back.
You were in elementary school when 9/11 happened?
I hadn't even started yet.
I hate you.
And by the way, that tinfoil thing was your fault. That's why I sent it in the freaking Discord instead of what here. You read it out loud.
Yeah, Mia's a baby.
I am an unhinged baby. Okay, so what are we looking at? How do you pronounce your name?
Are we looking? No.
There was something up and then like it was no longer there.
Oh.
We have a source.
No, Tony, I was actually smashing Skittles, like Skittles right there. Those were some actual Skittles. Okay. What? ICE expansion has outpaced accountability. What are we? Brookings. What's the point of this, Arshar?
It's a ICE protest, explanation, accountability, remain days. This one. This
So
is
may I
called.
ask, what are you trying to point out to us?
Here, let me look up.
Okay, so like you can have a lot of sources. However, if we don't even know what you're trying to confirm and or deny, then we don't know what the source's point would be.
Because it's called ICE protest. People thinking imagination. It's getting consequences break heart.
Okay, so like, do the ICE protests upset you or the reason why they're happening?
The reason why happening.
Okay, so then we're on the same side. We don't like the fact that like people have lost their lives and been put in like really crappy situations and been endangered because of the negligence that is occurring within ICE.
People they get hurt serious injuries. The ICE
Yeah.
agent.
Yeah. And that is why the protests are happening. Not like the protests aren't what's violent. It's the violence that's coming from ICE that is that's causing the protests.
Okay, let me play the video so we can play video.
So we're not arguing with you if you're saying that ICE is bad and protests are good.
Yeah. Is that what you're saying, Archer?
Yeah. Because people get upset because it's a court judge has to decide. Court has to make the decide enforcements with the operation. Because the ICE agent was on. Let me read that to you. A federal judge on Saturday denied a state government.
Did you take someone's phone for this? Oh, bomb caught him.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. How are you tonight, Mia?
I'm fantastic, and I'm cackling because like everybody's like, "You're such a mom." Y'all know the gummies. Matt's expressions even better, and the fact that I caused him to get a conspiracy theorist up here because he decided to read something out loud. It's been icing on the cake. Again, Mia is not nice, but Mia can be comical.
Do you want to tell people what we're doing this coming Thursday?
Oh, so we are going to be dancing on street corners. Wait, this Thursday? No, the 26th. That's not this Thursday. Wait, we're on Thursday right now. Yes, you're throwing everybody off with this schedule. This is your fault. Okay, so Thursday, not today, in 6 days.
February 26th.
Calendars are
everybody.
hard.
February 26th. I know Mia's taking a minute to catch up. We'll give her some grace there.
No, this is your fault. You are literally my calendar, and you haven't been here, so I've had no calendar. Anywho's 26th of February. Matt and I will be doing a live with Olive of how to be an accomplice. So we're going to go ahead and talk about basically historic accomplices such as like John Brown, White Panther Party, and as well as like certain things to how to be better and be a little bit like it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, but that's what deconstruction is. But just knowing how you can support marginalized communities.
It's going to be fine. Really, guys, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good, and like it's a good thing. Like please come and support. It'll be a little bit earlier. It's not gonna it won't interrupt our regular live. But I think it'll be better that it's earlier. When Mia had brought this up, I had said let's do earlier because I think more people will be around. And I think it'll be good because I think a lot of people should hear stuff like this because being an ally is like all like well and good, but the idea of being an accomplice and the idea of like being an active participant in doing things and not just standing on the sidelines and cheerleading is one thing, but like get in the game. Like get in the game and support the people that you care about. I think that's really important. And so we should talk more about the ways that we can get in the game and be supportive. So join us for that. It won't be that uncomfortable. It's good. It's good to hear tough things sometimes, and it's good to learn and grow. So
Yeah, like I always say, like when I say uncomfortable, I typically mean like it's growing pains because sometimes you're just like, oh, I've never seen the problem with that. And it's like, who? And sometimes it makes you reflect on um like how friends are talked to you or and you start noticing harmful people around you, whether it's intentional or not. So that's what I mean by uncomfortable. Very much educational, but at the same time, it will help us move forward.
100%.
So it's bedtime. Sweet, sweet comment, pet. We appreciate your assistance in supporting our protests. Um, Thank you so much for that.
Yes. Yeah, I think we're good. We're good. Good night, Archer. It was good. It was good to talk to you. And it is good to talk to you too, Mia. Very good. I'm very much looking
That was
forward to next week.
painful.
That was. There's a reason why I avoid that conversation like the plague, all the time.
No, I was
Uh,
talking about you saying that you were it was good talking to me. But everybody, thank you so much for the donations. I'm so disappointed that everybody's going to NYC and not DC. But it's the thought that counts. But thank you so much for the donations because I love that we'll all just be like, Brace Hill, Praise Dale in different parts of the country, and we're here in solidarity.
it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna compare notes and do some lives and videos and stuff. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day for democracy, and so I'm excited. I'm excited to be out there, and I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited to meet some of our friends. Um, I think community is good. It's important. It's good to meet some folks. Actually, I was thinking I need to I was in Mermaids live earlier. I need to reach out to her, and I was because I know she's in Queens. I was like, if she's gonna be around, I'd love to meet her. And there's definitely a lot of other New York creators. I think Naquan is in New York City as
Hmm.
well. So definitely want to meet some of these folks. Anyone who's around, and Crystal and Emma were talking about like somehow like driving out or something like that. I was like, okay, guys, so more the merrier. Who can be out there on the 28th? Would love to meet some of you fine folks. So, but
Okay, so I'm
anyways,
gonna go look at train tickets. Okay, bye.
bye, Mia. Deuces. Later. Enjoy your time.
Deuces.
Yeah, deuce. Like, shut up.
Oh
You're young.
gosh.
Fuck off. You never mind. She's too young. I can't with her. I can't with her. Um. Yeah. Me and I have to look at get you fucking train tickets. Way more expensive than they should be. God, if we lived anywhere like, I love buying train tickets in like Europe or Japan or anywhere else but the United States. Fucking United States. Like the Amtrak round trip to New York is probably going to cost me $200 to take the train back and forth. Um, for Mia, probably close to the same, maybe a little bit cheaper. She's like a little bit closer. But anyways, so ridiculous. I wish we had a better infrastructure, and I wish we had better trains. And oh well. Oh, that was a mistake. That's definitely friendly friend. Guys, I think I'm just gonna wrap things up for tonight. Doesn't look like we're gonna get any more calls or callers. I don't believe. Yeah, I don't think so. All right. Let's see here. let's see here. I'll close that off. And okay. Yeah, I think we are going to wrap things up. I was just going to see if there's anything else there, but I think we're done. Guys, thank you for a great night back. Thank you so much for helping out with the goal. We are going to do another day of donations like this, and I want to do everything tomorrow. Everything tomorrow. Same thing. I want to do defending our neighbors because I really want to raise some more money for them. So tomorrow when I'm on with Erica, I want to raise more for defending our neighbors. As $30 is nice and all, but I'd love to help them out. And I can't believe that you guys knocked out that entire goal in one live. Like I said, I thought it was going to be like a week-long thing. Thank you guys. I really mean that. It's very kind. So I won't let you down. I've gotta give the people what they want. Also, so I'll be back tomorrow afternoon with Erica. Keep an eye out for Saturday night. There's a good chance that that you will see me on Saturday night this week. So I wanted to give you guys a little extra time since I was gone. Appreciate all of our friends over on the tube as well. Thank you guys so much for the gifts and the super chats over there as well. I love you guys too. Thank you. Let us. Oh, thank you guys. I'm glad that you guys are glad that I'm back. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you all, you guys. You guys are very kind over there too. Let's see who's on. Let's see what we're gonna do. Let's see. Let's see. Our friend Hector is on. Let's go to Hector. Nemo is moving. He messaged me earlier that he would not be able to make it on. And so hopefully we will see him soon. But he's good, just moving. We're wishing him the best in moving. Moving fucking sucks. So, here's where we're going. We're going to go to Hector. And our other friend, Erica, American Erica, is there. So, guys, fucking Hector, Erica, let's go see our friends. Please tell them that it's a Matt raid. Show them all the love. Do all the good things. Wait, Hector's done doing debates? Are we sure? Wait. What? 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with Erica. Is he done doing debates? Yeah? Are we sure? Oh. Okay. Wait, okay, well, if they're done doing debates, then hold on. If they're done doing debates, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go see Allison. We're going to go see our friend Allison. Haven't gotten to give Allison a raid in a long time. She hasn't been on late. So let's go see Allison. I just put her at down in the chat. If you want to go to AG, if you want to go see him, also fine. But I would love to go see Allison and give her the raid. We love our friend Allison, and she hasn't been on late much recently. So let's go see Allison. We love all you guys. I'm going to see you tomorrow afternoon.